Hello, Celeste community, and welcome to the 2024 Celeste Any Percent Open. I am Pravnian,
I'm hiking.
And I'm Creep.
and I am very excited as well for this tournament. This is going to be our first Any Percent tournament we've had in about 3 years now. We've got 115 total signups, I believe, is our final count here, as opposed to, I believe, 3 years ago we had about 100. Oh yeah, and Hiken, if you want to talk about the format real quick.
Yeah, sure. So this tournament is in two parts, and this part is happening right now this weekend. It's gonna be two-hour sessions where players, like all the players, are gonna try to get the best any percent time they can. And once they have a final time, all the time are gonna get sorted into big leaderboards, and we are going to be split for 3 different brackets. We were supposed to get only 2, but because there are so much hype, so many players, we're going to get 3 brackets, and it's gonna happen a bit later on.
Yeah, lots of signups here. Very excited for this.
Yeah, for those who are interested in knowing the brackets, top 16 will be going into the Division 1 bracket. That will be on the 2nd and the 4th weekends of October. Division 2 would be seeds 32 to, actually no, 33 to 48. Wait, no, I was correct. It's from seed 17 to 32 on the 1st and 3rd weeks of October. And then the Div 3 would be from seeds 33 to 48. Throughout October, it'll be mostly offline, with the finals potentially being held on the first week of November. So very excited to see how these players do during the open stage, and see how they do during bracket stage, where it really gets exciting with having to perform on your first run as opposed to having 4 hours over multiple days.
Yeah, and the double elimination process is going to be pretty exciting as well. Hiken, I'm sure you're well familiar with that, given that both of us played in the Any Percent tournament all those years ago now. Us boomer Celeste players here.
They are basically boomers, basically retired players, right?
Effectively, yeah, we're letting all the youngins play Any Percent this time around, and we're hopping in the commentary booth. Yeah, I'm glad though. I'm really glad that we're using this format for the Any Percent tournament as opposed to the previous Swiss bracket that we held back then, because that took so long.
How many months was that?
Too many. We learned from our mistakes though, and this format
true.
is excellent. By the way, we will be starting in, I believe, about 40 seconds here. Coming up on it pretty quick. We're attempting to start at the top of the hour. So, hopefully...
Crazy.
Oh yeah, we're getting a little peek
ready.
Peek at the warm-ups here. People are getting their files ready, excuse me.
Who do we see? Monkey, Xenos, Piano, Thunder to start things off. No pressure.
Shoutouts to Zeneras, my man. One of the people who helped make the All Red Berries tutorial of old, alongside me and Tio.
Very true. The German crew. Aren't you German, prof?
I was the odd man out, yeah.
Oh, one. Right. Okay, and it looks like that we are about to go.
Yeah, we got the timer started now, so everyone will have 2 hours to start their runs here.
Very, very exciting. Everybody is starting. How are players gonna play in terms of like, do every player want to get one no reset run for starters, or
for the open, your first run, depending on when you start the first day. So the first run for these players are required to be no reset runs. So we will see a bunch of runs come in until the end of their like after the first hour or so, and then we'll see some more resets and all that.
So. Yeah, the first half here, first half an hour to an hour is definitely just get your time up on the leaderboard so that we can get things a little bit sorted out, and then after that, all of the heavy resetting might start coming in.
So we're just starting off with the classic 1015 way race of Celeste 20%. No big deal. All right, no mistakes so far in CT. Look at all those gamers.
Got an under out coming in from Thunder. I always have appreciated just like the tiny differences. Like, and now we see Marky in the bottom right there was getting the top route. But all the little routing differences that people take just for be it comfort levels or always wanting to grind out the last little bit of speed. But the fact that you have all these tiny choices to make in terms of strats has always been interesting to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's so much stuff in Celeste. Yeah, in that regard, and so far everything's going well. Nice score. That was all Thunder. I called it a bit too early, like to let tiny bit of speed. I guess it's
We got
second
our
try.
first commentator's curse of the event
Oh,
there,
no,
with Thunder
yeah,
dying
yeah.
to the chasm corner boost there, unfortunately. But
I want to see
so
how
it shall
much.
go.
I want to see how much risk these players take on their first run, because, like, this might be their only session, or they might have like 4 hours if they're playing tomorrow as well. So we'll see
Yeah.
if they take risks here or not. Most of them getting relatively clean times out of city.
No, starting slowly but surely. Or should I say quickly and surely? All sites. Second chapter of the run. Same. Actually, all site is one of those chapters that has a lot of variation in routes. Well, not routes, but like strats, I guess. In certain rooms.
Yeah, I've worked with piano quite a lot. Known for, I mean, has an absolutely ridiculous 6A. So hopefully we'll be able to see piano 6A later on.
All right.
But
Oh yeah, regarding routing differences and then just
Yeah.
seeing the literal level differences that people will take. I expect that a vast majority of players will be taking 5B. If anybody's going for 5A though, that will be a happy moment for me, just seeing the little variety and getting the Theo section especially at the end. I am, despite how wacky it can be playing Rescue, I'm a big fan of actually seeing it come through.
Rescue
When
is
Rescue's
so
played
fun to
smoothly,
play.
it's so fun.
It's probably one of the best checkpoints in the game.
Oh, Thunder taking an unfortunate crash at the end of the final battle in room here.
Oh, yeah, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, just went through the dream block at just the right angle, a little bit too high to run into the wall there. Zeneros and Marky. Oh, Marky bumping his head against the coin block near the end there. Didn't
Yeah.
quite end up stuck with the battle ends though, so they're making it out here, thankfully.
That's the most
Not-
important. This room is so long.
Oh yeah, no, I think the death that Thunder took was probably around 8 seconds. But thankfully, as these are the no resets to begin the event, there will be plenty more time for them to be getting good runs in. Not that this on its own is going to be a run ending or huge problem, but I'm sure a little 8-second dip of time is going to hurt a little.
All right, we're entering 3 now. Now we're gonna really start seeing the strat differences here, because it makes such a big difference here.
Yeah.
Like you're talking like Marlin cycle. You're talking like undershot. Well, I don't expect any of these players to go for undershot, except maybe Marky would go for it. You're talking about demo. Like those are like the big strats in this level, and obviously the movement differences as well.
Yeah, the fact that you have the first major cycles coming through in Resort makes it so that you will have some people playing it safer and taking it easy on the cycles. Oh, Thunder crouching right below the Dust Bunny there. Almost got squished overhead, but managed to just squeeze by there. That was
See,
close.
piano hitting
hurry.
Marlin cycle.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Let's play Rush moving. Nice little getting the dash back on the small platform there from Thunder.
I am wondering what variations of the demo we will be seeing, as you mentioned, Creep, coming
Yeah.
up towards that later portion. But before that, everyone's going to have to get through a huge mess. And I expect we're seeing all the same routes there. By now, that's practically completely standardized for any percent. Oh, Thunder trying to go for a key door strat. I'm not exactly sure what that one was called, but got a little bit too
Don't
low on
remember
it,
either.
ran into the Dust Bunnies. Yeah,
Let's
it's been a
try
long
Zoe.
time for me on strat names. I'm not going to
Yeah.
remember quite a few of them, I must admit.
Xenos misses it too.
Yeah, I think you have to use like the door to cancel your dash and get more height or something. It's really weird.
Yeah, you're kind of like
I
delaying
think it's
yourself
just
just
that
barely against it
yeah,
to go over, I believe.
yeah, and still getting extension, something
Ooh,
like that.
Thunder almost shooting himself into the pit there with the down left dash that he meant to get a hyper off of that block for, I believe, but still managed to grab the wall and make it out. He's recovering his mistakes fairly well.
Yeah.
Arcades are also literally GSA. Nope,
Yeah, we got our German
not
runners on the
anymore.
right half of the screen matching up here.
Unfortunately, in 80%, there are probably not going to be any routing difference in huge mess, I would assume. Everybody's going to play in the same order, as opposed to if you have to collect the harp, then you can do tells first or not.
It is always fun seeing how smoothly people can pull off movement, especially in
Yeah.
the hub rooms in between. Though, given that there's no actual danger there, it's all about the tiny little movement differences to pull off what time save you can.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Up
That's
to
probably
probably go for it.
that's probably the most challenging
Yeah.
movement sections in here because like it's huge mess. There's so much clutter around. It's really hard to move
That's
around.
very true. I was gonna
Son,
say huge mess 2 probably a big contender for the one of the most hated rooms in the game.
Absolutely.
yeah, especially for the few people who have fallen prey to an unfortunate retry trying to get an early cutscene skip talking to Oshiro.
Very true. Nice backup once again by Thunder. Misses the wall bounce, I think, but was able to get back on track. And first demo is gonna be
8 frame setup.
oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that one actually.
Yeah, that's a strat that made it into some, I believe, like the Deathless channels even for people who are wanting to do the demo, just as a strat where you just jump away from the wall a few times and you can go for an 8 frame setup at the
That's
peak of your
awesome.
jump for the demo there.
That's really awesome. As we are switching players, welcome in Misty, Smoom, Keygen, and Snow in the Winter. 4 new gamers.
Relating to Snow there with a spammed down dashes, waiting for the key door to open.
When you have to wait 30 frames in a video game.
Yeah. No,
Just
with
itching to
this
keep
event,
moving. Come on. Oh, and going for the demo through the middle dust bunnies there towards the end of that shaft room. That was an impressive demo to go for. I'm sure we'll see some more of that throughout the event here, but that one's always one of the strats that was beyond my time, so it's cool to see those ones come out. Just
Yeah.
jumping and just free-handing the demo there as well. In
yeah.
that's a 1 frame demo. Snow's just going for it.
Yeah, with this event, we only require runs have to be verifiable. Look at Snow's input display. He is running one-handed, and I'm not even joking. This is just a thing that
Oh,
Snow has been
really?
doing. Yeah, Snow only runs his hand with his left hand, which is really funny, and like he's actually really good at it. Like
That's
I'm
very
That's
impressive.
crazy, actually.
pretty sure Snow has a 32 with running
32
one hand.
one-handed? No
Yep.
way. Actually good.
Going along to the final room of the Oshiro chase here for Snow. Honestly, just the fact of being a one-handed gamer alone in a tournament like this and doing as well as Snow seems to do is so impressive to me. I did not think
Yeah.
that people would be playing this game one-handed.
Yeah, Celestial Surfer, that does mean they can get a 16 too.
I think so. I think that's how it works.
I believe. Entering Ridge now. This is probably my best chapter.
Yeah, which is really cool. And once again, if we're talking about strat switch, there's a lot of variations of famous auto scroll escapes and so on that really varies from one player to another. The more experience they have in the game. What are we gonna see? Any ceiling poppers? Any shadow throws?
Moom taking an unfortunate death in the middle of the final Oshiro room here.
Oh no.
Yeah, not having as good of a time with it, clearly. But again, still just the first no reset run here
Yeah.
that everyone is required to do, so plenty of time to recover from mistakes later.
Very true.
Just checking in on our runners' PBs here for the people we have up on screen right now. Everyone ranges from about a 31 to a 33 for the level we're looking at here.
Okay.
And we did have snow with that was the 32-35 one-handed. Very impressive time.
Crazy, actually crazy.
Okay, Missy's going for C-pop. Now we're gonna really start seeing differences here.
Oh, small miss.
Unfortunately, misses it though.
Keygen messed up the block ultra too. Okay, gets a second try. Misty misses the upright demo again.
Snow going for Chad Ultra.
100 Chad ultra, that's messed up. And gets
Oh.
a second try.
Oh, wow.
That's actually huge.
It was third try, I think, unfortunately.
okay.
There were a couple of deaths in there, but you know, it's a tough strat even with both of my hands on the keyboard, so come
That's
on.
very true.
Commendable regardless.
And the trail too, to follow it up.
This is also the much more difficult version of Under Trail as well, where you do the neutral as opposed to I don't remember what the rest of
Marlin
block
setup.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Marlin
where you can
setup.
hold away.
It's
Getting
good.
on the old gen setup right there. And the right demo to get that corner kick there. I haven't seen that one in a while. Most people go for the upright diag. Meanwhile, we got Keygen. Oh, wait, Misty coming... No, going for regular block ultra, and Keygen coming up to the very end of the checkpoint here. That was close. Went on a little bit higher of a ledge than I think Keygen intended to, but still climbed out.
You're gonna see Snow do second blockless, because why not?
Okay, we're going for climb up pause
Alright.
setup. Oh, not quite. Just a
How do
little
you
bit
pause
too...
with one hand? That's crazy. How many fingers does he have? Incredible.
Nice.
Second try once again. Or did I miss one?
Yeah, that was second try. Both of them was
Alright.
frame 3 down right? Was what it looked like.
Alright.
So got the pause cue a little bit wrong in the first one, but then nails the second try. So still saving time.
Oh, Keygen with a wall kick at the very end of the snowball room there.
Nice back
That was close. Yeah, good recovery coming in there.
Oh, this is gonna be very cool strat. Oh, okay. Snow did try it. There's a dash bound strat now. Thanks to Eugene.
Oh yeah, Eugene getting even more and more spaghetti with every coming day here.
Eugene has completely killed the category for old runners.
Yeah, no, I thought that I was doing pretty good in terms of stuff that I knew how to accomplish with strats, but there's so many wacky things that are still coming through to this day.
Alright, we got the first reach exits. 12, 14, I think it was a bit less from Keygen 2, which is I wanna say 33 pace, maybe 32.
If so, then they are hovering right around their PBs here.
And
we got a new
Who do we
runner.
have now?
We got Dooms, Catman, Tio, and LM Jax. Unfortunately, we just missed Chamber Boost, which is tragic. We just
Yeah.
Tio was just in the next room.
Jax is not attempting it, going for the pause, but drop instead, much more safe.
And just to get the PBs of their runners on screen out here for you, we have Gooms with a 26-28 any percent PB, Catman with a 27-09. We have Tio with a pretty recent 26-37, and LM Jax with a 27-53 from a while ago, I believe, but has gotten some low 28 D-Rust runs as well recently, so still holding close with that. D-Rust runs as well recently. So.
Catman just PB'd like a few hours ago, so it's like 26 is like doable for him.
Alright. He was going to attempt the PLLS strat. Unfortunately, misses it. I'm gonna go for a safer variation. Sorry.
Looks like Goom's coming through with about a 220 on 5B here.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, 1328.
1328. That's crazy, actually. That's
lining up for a 27, roughly. Oh, and Tio accidentally throwing throwing Theo backwards there.
Oh
Got the
no,
Theo-Teo cooperation didn't quite work out in that middle of the room there. And Jax getting sniped by the, I was about to call it a beholder. Oh no, the Seeker hit the button in that room there. I've been away for so long.
Goom's already entering chapter 6. From all those 4 players, do they all play 6B?
Yeah, not Jax. Jax will play
Right.
6A. Everyone else will play 6B. Though.
All right.
And just to mention some more of the strat differences and level differences, 6B is more. I say it's faster than 6A, but it is a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
To get down.
It's very easy to lose a lot of time on.
Oh, Goom's barely getting a back up there after not quite landing the Ultra for Revel's nonsense.
Alright.
Just barely managed to jump off the platform and still squeezed it out without having to reset the room. Yeah, at this point I think Gooms is pretty well ahead of the other competitors up on screen here. I think Catman came into Reflection at around 13.4x, whereas Gooms is in like 13.28. Oh, and Catman with a really impressive corner boost chain there at the end of the cassette room for the 6B cassette.
Nice.
Theo
unfortunately,
bonking the Kevin block into the ceiling there.
A little bit too hasty on the down dash to get it going up.
Gotta save the frames, but sometimes it doesn't work all that way.
I am hoping to see that we get the 6A 6B split here. I'm pretty sure that Jax hadn't converted over to 6B.
Jax
I
absolutely
don't
will be
recall
playing
exactly.
6A. This is absolutely going to be 6A.
Glad to hear it. I mean, he is one of the few with a 5.2x in the chapter.
It's really fast.
It is really fast.
It's almost like Jax is really good at the game, don't you think?
LM Jax good at Celeste.
Wow.
Confirmed, real, 2024.
Jack's not washed in 2024.
Couldn't be me. Yeah, just checking in on his PB. Actually, LM Jax got a 6A PB only 11 days ago, about with a 527.1 in the chapter. I haven't quite seen how the pace is so far, but
yeah, that was a 0.8 PB, I think. But unfortunately, that def will probably not make this PB. But maybe it's still 2xable. You never know.
Yeah, if you get something like that, even like a 5.3x is like probably very good for any person standards.
Creep with the commentator's curse coming in there, sentencing Jax to a few more deaths here to solidify the fact this will not be a 2x.
Maybe 4x. Well, definitely 3xable.
You're really making Jax just get owned.
Teo getting a lot of the diag dashes down in that early. Oh my goodness, in the early 6B falling rooms here. I admit I'm not used to seeing as many of the down diag dashes that people go for. It's gotten so ridiculous in my opinion. Just across all of any percent, really. I don't know. It's beyond me by now.
Yeah.
But each of them saves so much that it's tempting to grind one more, to go for one more.
Wondering if Catman is going to go for the same Ultra in that falling block room in the middle of shoot, what was this checkpoint called again? No.
Rock bottom, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, Gooms went for it on the top left there. We'll see if Catman not quite.
No.
But
The regular
still
strats. Still
The
feather
safer version.
Yeah.
But it's still fast.
Still feather skip.
Feather skip. This version saves still over like I think 1 second from taking the feather, right? If I remember my
1.5, I think, somewhere in there.
Probably
I can't say exactly.
Any
It's
multi
fast.
boosters from Gooms? Yep, we're gonna multi the boost with pause. Is anybody playing multi boost pauseless these days in full game?
I think only full game.
I don't know if
No
even
idea.
Secure
I don't.
going for 24 went for pauseless in full game.
All right,
Maybe
right.
at some point, but I think that that's something that's just a little bit beyond everyone. All right, getting into a new set of runners here. We got a couple of our Brazilian runners, an American and a German, up on screen for you with Zbiel, Jum Cafe, Ren Pesto, and
We look at
Celerity Tass.
the PVs. So Zbill, she has 36-13, 80% PB. Trim has 33-59. Barely got this at 34 right there. That's really cool. Ren has a 36. And Celerity a 34-35. So I would assume this is a range of time that will play 6A pretty much all the time. You never know.
Honestly, who knows?
There have been a
actually, who
lot of
knows?
40 level runners that have been going to 6B, like
All right,
really
that's
early.
actually really cool.
Yeah, I do think that's been some degree of a shift in the community where more and more players earlier and earlier are starting to use 6B as opposed to in the past where
Yeah.
people might not even consider it until they were going for like a 27 or a 28.
I mean, the earlier you learn the chapter, the better it gets probably. But it's still 6B, so does it ever really go well?
Eventually, one would hope. That is one of the Sisyphean problems of
that's very true.
of learning the Celeste speedrun, though. No matter where you go, 6B will always follow you.
Absolutely.
It's also in every category pretty much, so can't escape.
I
Unless,
did a session like 2 days ago trying to learn 6B, and like it's just so hard to not die while doing the strats.
That's very true.
Because I know I have to switch at some point when I start running True Ending, and then it's just
Ren
over.
Pastel taking an unfortunate death at the end of the gauntlet here.
Dream with that save using that upright boost from the feather.
Taking a little bit extra safe here for Ren, managing to just bait the Seeker out and around to keep the door safe and open on the way out.
Yeah. Better play safe in that room, you know. It's one of those infamous rooms for those kind of deaths too. Very much understandable getting to the hearts in a couple seconds there.
Oh, Celerity going back to the previous platform right there with that one battle in room. Hadn't seen that. Normally I'm used to seeing people wall bounce and then go forward to the falling blocks. Oh, and an unfortunate down right, aiming probably for the dash crystal there, but does not quite land it. Not too bad of a mistake, though. Fairly short room compared to some of the ones here in Rock Bottom.
Small stream freeze from Zbill, but we are back.
If I'm seeing this correctly, in Ren Splits, that does say B-side.
Oh.
So it does. So we
Then
will have a
maybe.
little bit of a 6B up on screen here alongside our Reflection A-side players.
This reverse hyper into Ultra in Rock Bottom has always scared me when I was playing 6A. At the end of the very long vertical room. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a reverse hyper. It's like if you
it's fake. It doesn't work.
then you just like dash right into the spinners.
Yeah, any reverse where you have your back against the wall for some reason does just feel a little bit more awkward. I suppose it has something to do with actually being able to see Madeline moving when you're trying to reverse.
Fair enough. Yeah, indeed, Ren is going to the cassette room, so gonna play 6B. Very cool to see, actually. And very cool cassette room movements. No funny shenanigans. Plays it safe, but gets it done really cleanly.
Yeah, cut it kind of close on one of the cassette blocks there, but still made the cycle.
Yep.
Oh, and Drim going for the reverse ultra in 6A's rock bottom there. That reverse double ultra even in the one long horizontal battling room. I wish I had the name for it. It's always fun seeing that one strat.
I don't remember what the name is. I just call it Duff. Wait, I picked it up from you. I don't know what the actual name is called. Celerity finishing 6A, going to Summit,
Right.
Ren entering 6B.
Yeah, 23-35 exit there for Celerity. They're getting along pretty well, I believe, for their pace. What was their PB again? Let's see.
Celerity has a 34-35. So depending on how the Summit goes, I think it's just a 10-minute Summit. I think that would be PB.
Yeah, that's very good. This actually might be PBO for Celerity. Right. I'm not sure what their summit time is, admittedly, but that's definitely on track for a very good time.
Let's keep that in mind.
Oh, Drim getting squished on the way to the second half of a rock bottom here and under one of the early rocks there after the cutscenes. Yeah, if you don't quite get your dashes sorted out in the one way you want them to through that room, getting squished is absolutely a danger. I have fallen prey to that as well.
Up until recently, I never knew that you could just be in the air and you get a dash refresh from skipping the cutscene. So now I just be as high as I can, and then I just do like wave dashes instead of hypers. It makes the timing way more consistent now.
Oh, Ren Pastel! Oh, that's a 20-second death. Not quite getting out of the room at the very end here. The end of start in 6B. That's painful. Very unfortunate. But we are swapping over now to see some of our runners who are a little further along. We got Wonder starting 3K here. It was roughly around 24 3x there. So with a solid 3K on top of that, we're looking at what could be like mid to high 27, maybe low 28 for Wonder here. Very solid start.
Wonder's speedy being a 27-17.
Actually, looking at the splits, I think that Wonder has up here, that's looking like that might even be PB pace. Am I seeing that right?
-3, yeah, maybe.
30.
Actually,
yeah,
even better than I'd realized. Exciting. Thank you for getting Wonder up on the big screen.
Right. It looks like best possible time is 27:05 here. It is continuing that pace.
10 seconds to spare if he wants to PB. That's winnable. Oh, 1,000 death, my bad. That's still winnable. That's still winnable for sure.
And taking a look at other runners right now. See Hercules also going. Oh, I thought that was 6B. I don't know why. It looks like 6B. Also 6A, and just finishing up 6A. Epic entering Summit in 1.5A. So we are going to be seeing 5A here.
The rare occurrence of 5A. Ooh, gets it very short from the Seeker that's chasing her. That works out.
We're definitely grabbing a bit more of a variety in our runners here. We have our PBs up here. Owen Oshan with a 5840 any percent PB. We have Ad with, where did I have Ad? Oops. Let me hunt that down again. Ad with a 3741. Epic has a 3807 for PB, and Hercules with a 4432.
Very cool. I wonder with a couple of unfortunate mistakes that's the end of updraft. I don't know if it's still pace.
This is -0.1, or this is +0.1 into no draft. So
all right, yeah, I didn't see.
Winnable.
It's very close.
Completely winnable. Is it gonna be the first trumpets of the Celeste any person 20?
Yeah, definitely cutting it really close here, but we might have an immediate PB if things work out just right on flag 1 here.
2717.03.
All eyes on Wonder
Here
in
we
the top
go.
right.
Oh, a little bit of a bonk.
Come on! No! This is
Right.
Plus
so
0.7. Okay, not a
Oh.
PB, but still playing
Yeah.
that well for the no reset to start
Yeah.
off right
Wow.
here. Very impressive. So excellent
actually
job, Wonder.
crazy.
Unfortunate on not hitting the PB, but great work.
Oh, first times are showing off on our leaderboards.
Wow.
And first,
Secure
and
with
first
an immediate 25.
Okay, okay.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what
Average.
else to expect? A minute off
Yeah.
of PB for secure, so
Yeah, that's
you
fair
can do
enough.
better, right? Well,
All right,
incredible
Isaac with
start.
26, Virgil with 27 flat, Ed with a 27.08. Good job, Ed. You're the best.
Enjoying your
And-
French representation, Heiken?
Yes, I will be cheering for Ed all night long and tomorrow too. Oh, apparently Ed choked 26 on flag 2.
No.
Very unfortunate.
No.
You're
Still a
gonna
very
get
good run for the no resets.
Yeah. Actually, Ed playing 6A too, getting a low 27 with 6As. Honestly, very impressive.
We're seeing some more times come in. Catman with 27.21. Tom with 27.34. Tom, another 6A runner here. I think I'm pretty sure the only 6A, or besides Jax, I think those are the only 27 runners playing right now who do 6A. So very
It's really cool.
exciting. Seeing Mixel live.
Oh, and Mixel coming to finish up no draft here. Checking in real quick on Mixel's PB to see how pace is looking like. We got a 31-21.
That's
This
gonna
is
be
big
by a
PB pace.
mile.
Whoa. Could this even be
Unbelievable,
first
really.
sub 30 for Mixel right now?
All right,
This
go
is
for it.
very
Go for
We're
close.
cutting it close. We're
Very
cutting it close. Good
That's
luck, Mixel.
winnable.
Needs to have a clean flag 1.
Oh
Oh,
no!
ball kick.
No.
Come
That's
on,
fine.
Mixel.
Gonna be a low 30. That's actually
Oh.
crazy. What a PB! What a PB 1302!
Wow.
Congratulations, Mixel.
That
On
is
the huge
very
PB.
cool.
That's a minute and 19 worth of PB.
Needs to have a
Excellent
clean
job.
flag 1. Famous last words, kind of true.
Yep, that's my bad. Mixel's an ARB runner. Mixel doesn't even play any percent. Mixel plays ARB. And like to get like that like kind of improvement is insane.
We love to see the category flexibility.
Absolutely.
Getting some more times coming in here. We got quite a few actually since we last checked in. Jax with a 29:02, Wibs 28:54, Jankmo 29:43. Honestly, this is just gonna keep trilling in real fast here, so I'll let y'all at home watch over the live feed of the runs come in. I'm not gonna be able to catch up with that.
Rocky 27. Kids are on 27:18. Got Mixel PB that we just saw on stream, just dropping the leaderboards to Carrari with a 28:02, just like Jax, I think. So
Oh, and just checking
very,
in.
very cool stuff.
Layla at the very least with a 29:50. That is a PB for Layla as well on the boards there.
Oh,
wow.
It's 29:56, so 6-second PB, but still seeing more PBs.
Nice.
I'm sure there are a few more in there. That's just the one that I meant to look for. But yeah, always exciting to see PBs on events like this, encouraging people to run more 80%.
Very true. Marky finishes at 30:15. We saw him on screen a bit earlier.
And we have Epic making his way through the end of 2K here.
All right.
Going left with the bubble. Okay, so we're just taking the skip over all the room there.
Oh, actually funny.
Make it nice and easy. I respect it. I respect it.
Very true. Those rooms are a bit annoying.
The name's Corrupt Influence. That's honestly so
Oh.
true.
Shoutouts to Dave Average Imposter for the any percent tutorials he's been making over recent years. Is it now actually?
Yeah,
Thinking about it.
I think it's been years. Unfortunately, he's not able to play, but like having that influence on the community is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I came back to the community like mostly because of his tutorials, so like it's so awesome to see such an impact by content creators on the community.
Hi comms, how is common going? It's going excellent. Thank you very much, Savadra. Having a great
Nice,
time here. Been seeing plenty of PVs already. Some already very impressive runs coming out early, like Secure having 25-58 was it to start off the leaderboards, and Isaac with a 26-28, I believe.
I think it's
Trailing behind him for our
26,
top two.
26. Yeah, that's pretty fast. Those are pretty
26,
fast gamers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So those are our top two. We have Vertil at 27 flat for third, and Gooms at 27.02.
And
for
Celebrity
fourth.
Task, who were following a couple moments earlier, was on PB pace and still is, I believe.
Celerity's PB is a 34.35.
Yeah, this
So
is
this
gonna be
is a big
solidly
PB pace.
33. This is solidly
Oh,
33.
that's crazy. Gets flag 1.
Minor slip-ups on the way up there, but
That's fine.
coming in with a 33.18, I think that was.
Very
Maybe
cool.
19.
It was 18 nice. Really, really cool. We
Yeah,
love
congratulations
it.
on a minute 17 worth of PB for you there, Celerity. Excellent work.
What a way to start off the tourney. Getting PBs on the first run is always going to be a huge boost, like in momentum and confidence, I think.
Can't believe a TAS is permitted to compete in this event, SMH. I know, right? The standards must have changed somewhere in there.
New runners on screen. Hyperroot, Shy Guy, Camel Boy, and MCP. All working their way through 6A at the moment.
On up PBs for our runners, we got Hype Root with a 105.34, Shy Guy with a 50.48, Camel Boy with a 57.47, and MCP with a 108.26.
Very cool.
I'd love to see any percent submissions from any and all runners. I think we have a few people here who haven't done an awful lot of any percent in the past, but are happily joining us for the event today. Glad that we've kept the open stage as open as it is, because we do get to highlight all the runners who get to come and participate.
And Night there, as we see on stream, has a PB of 59.37. Is that right?
It has not run any percent, mostly runs ILs. So
Oh,
this is-
right, fair enough. I was gonna say, I mean that's your average
Yeah,
25 minutes PB.
You have a 542 or 541 6A.
Oh,
Which is
right, that's
very
crazy.
it's very good.
Yeah, a little bit of a mismatch with the 59.37 to now 35.05. So congratulations on your 24-minute any percent PB, Knight.
All right.
Excellent work.
PBs by a full Saker account PB.
Going back to that live submission feed for you. So getting the times in here as they come. Filling out a lot more of our low to mid 30s at this point.
GVST coming in with a 2-second 90% PB.
Nice.
That is 34.23. Drops it down to a 34.21.
Very cool. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, I must admit, having the format be this, where we just get to have everybody play at the same time for the open stage, as opposed to spread out over weeks of Swiss, This is so much nicer. I'm glad
Absolutely.
that Jax came up with and followed through on getting the idea pushed out. That we started with like Celeste time trials and then eventually have worked into our bigger events here. So shout outs to LM Jax. Big fan. Huge community
Just to-
organizer. Been a big force in the community
Yeah.
for a long time. And also to everybody who's been helping to make this possible behind the scenes. Thank you everyone who has volunteered, everyone giving up their time to make this
Every
event all come together.
Referee, lots of super restreaming the thing. Let's sit down making our tools too. That's actually huge.
Yeah, Dan making the leaderboards and stuff. The leaderboard that you're
I
seeing right
I
now.
forgot.
That's all of Dan's work.
Big fan of the live submission feed here as well.
If Dan was not here, we would have a giant black square on the right of your screen that was going to take half the screen. So really, we're nothing without him.
MCP taking an unfortunate death there. Was not able
Camel
to get on the
boy.
platform and just landed right where the laser
Oh
shot at.
no!
Camel
Very
boy though getting
important.
the level up at the end of his 6A here.
Nice.
Nice.
Finishing off now. Going for that final resolution.
Gonna soon into the summit.
All of our 6A players speedrunning, making up with a battle in. Despite their differences. Everybody in 6B just saying, nah, we're fighting our way through to the end.
Not because they're 2 dashes to play 6 speed. There's no level up animation. I remember someone joked how like if you play 6B, you have to play 70 with 1 dash.
That would be so horrifying if like that was an actual. I mean,
Fair
obviously
enough,
that would
but
just mean you
also
don't
not
play
fair.
6B. So maybe it
Yeah.
wouldn't be so horrifying
Yeah,
in the end
actually.
there. But having that change, if that actually happened when somebody thought, "Oh, you can unlock Summit with 6B here." And then all of a sudden you find yourself with 1 dash at the start of 0 meters. Horrifying thought. Plex finishing up with is that a 3109 IMC?
Yes,
3109, is that a...
What's Plex baby?
I think Flex is at 28.
Yeah,
Oh,
2839 runner, so
Yes.
not too
Alright.
shabby for the first no reset.
Yeah.
Shy Guy also getting to the very end of rock bottom here. Turn for another level up.
So does this level up means we're gonna finish Celeste at level 2 because we only get one really.
Yeah, only for the 6A players though. All of the 6B
Yeah.
speedrunners, they're level 1 the whole time.
The level 1. Okay.
No extra experience gain.
Not a really good RPG, dare I say.
You're telling me that Celeste isn't a role-playing game?
What?
If it is, it's not a good one.
but the 6A cutscene.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, Celeste is just a rhythm game. Everyone should have known
It
that from the
is.
beginning.
It is.
Catch me rhythmically pressing my buttons.
Alright, now we're seeing the resets.
If you think about it that way, chess is just a platformer, but you just have one platform.
Sure. Chess is a platformer. You heard it here first, folks. Just noticed, yeah, we do have Plex immediately going back in for another run. So some people trying to make the most of their time here.
Yeah,
On run after run after run, I'm sure.
We're gonna be seeing resets now. Plex did reset in prologue, so now we're really
it's starting. It's over. It's so over.
Oh yeah, just as a reminder for anyone who may have missed it or has joined us since the beginning of the event here, the first run everyone was meant to do was meant to be a no reset run, just so we could get times up on the leaderboard, excuse me. And at this point, after that first no reset, people are allowed to start and reset runs as often as they would like up until the end of the time limit. And I believe if we are running this the same way we've run previous events of this format, you can start your final run at the very end of the clock here. We have in the bottom left corner, but as soon as you start it, that you either have to finish it or don't get your time in at all. That is your last chance to reset.
Yeah, that's correct.
Sounds fair. So we are gonna maybe see a couple of late minute PBs or time beats at least. That would be really epic.
All right, and we have Pilkey. Oh wait, starting prologue, but then saving quitting for a quick reset right back in. Might have
reset, yeah.
Missed a setting or something. I'm not quite sure what was going on there.
Maybe wasn't focused on the window or something. I'm not sure.
Or maybe live stream wasn't running properly. I think it's like that.
Oh
that
yeah,
issue keeps
common
happening.
issue.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm seeing times appear, like particularly time from Gamer Olive, and there are going to be a few more, including some time that are really fast. Don't freak out. But we are going to now import, now that everybody has played once, we're going to import a few times from a session that was done offline last week. So we are going to import those times. So those are players who could not play this weekend. And those players are a couple gamers, so I'm not going to spoil it right now for you, but if you see times appear right now that are really cracked, then that's what they are from.
Yeah.
You're looking for a little bit of the leaderboard shakeup when we get those in.
Yeah.
Probably. Looking back at leaderboard, Epic comes away with a 38-second 80% PB.
Yo!
27:30. No, Shy Knight with the orb retry.
Oh no, the skip gets in too early?
Yeah.
Oh, and with the first of our imported times coming in here, though, we have our very own commentator, Creep Crafting, with a 28:01 from previous session. Good work, Creep.
That run was a 9-second PB from.
Oh really?
From 12 hours before from 12 hours beforehand.
Nice.
So I PB'd twice. Now we're gonna see more times. Vapo 28:05.
Oh yeah, Vapo holding very close to 80% PB with that 28:05, considering he has a 27:58.
That's
very solid work on that run as well.
Yeah. Ren that we saw earlier got a 42:37, and Eugene an imported time of 26:29. Top 3, or is it?
It is right now.
It is
what
right
do you
now.
know that I don't?
Stop the count.
Yeah, no, we still have quite a bit more time in the event, so these will just be the early placements.
Well, that's actually a crazy time from Eugene, not to be understated.
Yeah, was that a PB from Eugene? Not quite.
That is very close.
Right.
And there's Pearl's time.
There it is.
This is the time that I had to keep under wraps for the last week. Pearl PB'd in the tournament last week, like right before 25:35 from earlier this week. So got an improvement during tournament stage, during open stage.
So that's the actual first place so far. Beats secure accounts time by 10 seconds also. And yeah, we already have our first 25. Didn't take long. Goated gamers, what can you do?
I'm just glad to see that we've gotten more than our only two 25 players of Secure and Isaac to start filling out the leaderboards a little bit more.
Yeah,
because I think, I don't know if it was just 80% burnout or the timing of things or what, but for a very long time, there were only 2 players at the very top who had had a 25, and one of them wasn't even in 25 anymore. You had that 25:59 from Isaac, and then you looked up and see a 24:58 from Secure account with no one in between. It was just a huge gap for a while there, but getting that filled out a little bit more with Kezeron and Pearl, and I assume a few more in the time to come here, hopefully.
Should happen quite soon, yeah. People are coming in very strong. for like Eugene, Gooms, Tio.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
I'd
probably
love to
be
see
seeing a
some more
couple.
25s.
Yeah, that's happening soon for sure. Oh,
How's
very
everyone in the
informative,
Celeste community at home doing? Everybody having a good time watching the event here? Hope you've managed to find a comfy spot to watch from, get some snacks, get a little bit of coffee, your beverage of preference.
Yeah, Kirk, I just verified the run. That run was from last week. I had to wait until wait until now to verify it to keep it under wraps.
Shy Guy taking an unfortunate death in the 1500 meters final room there. Wasn't the longest of deaths, but any death in a cycle room, one
Very
that you're
true.
hopefully trying to get through first try, is always going to be a little bit more painful.
The MCP now entering 1500.
Getting a few more of our mid 40-ish runners coming through here onto the leaderboard at this point with Dad Oja, Safe Tomato, Odie, Sneaky Pizza, Antoon, and NSV coming in the 40s ranges. And swapping over to a different group of players yet again here. We got Rocky, Haxam. Is that it 44? Apologies if that's an L or an I, I'm not quite sure. And Spectre.
I would assume it's a T. Yeah, I don't know either, actually. I would assume it's
That is
an
an
I.
L.
It's an L.
LT44.
It's an L. Okay.
Got some more French representation here for you, Hyken.
Let's go.
Also, we got Celeste
Never enough.
representation from all these players.
I'm also just glad to see Rocky joining us for the tournament this time around. Had been on a fairly extended break, I believe, from Celeste speedrunning, but was convinced to come back for the event. We're all very happy to see Rocky Twitch Television rejoining us for this. Famous for his 45-degree off-kilter camera.
I've only just saw that like the clips of Frankie like a couple days ago, and like they're so funny. The I shouldn't have reset clip. Or
Really
like
a natural comedian. He was just content pilled, you know? Do it for the clip.
oh man, just to
Very.
get that cycle.
Yeah.
There's a 730 exit out of resort. Not even a 730 exit.
Oh, that is like 2 frames off of yeah, 2 frames
Yeah.
squeezing in 7.2x there. Excellent.
That's one frame.
Is it just one?
That's two. That's
Oh, no,
two.
it's but yeah, no, it's 2 frames.
All right.
I got
One
my
frame
math right
buffer.
that time. I won't
Three.
always, but
One frame buffer. Listen.
Freest 2x in the world, actually. From Rocky.
Taking a peek at our paces here with LT44. LT has a PB of 50.35 and is at a 44.48. Is that a pace? What is the word? Pace prediction on live split there that LT's got? I'm not quite sure, but that is an interesting extra column of
I
time
think it
above
looks
the
like,
main timer.
I think it looks like RTA time.
Oh, okay. That would probably make
I
sense.
see.
I'm just so not used to seeing RTA and Celeste splits that it didn't even occur to me.
It looks
Yeah,
like
people do that when they play other games.
Spectre might be on pace here. We'll see because they're
52:01.
they have a minute to get from here to the end to PB.
All right. Oh, no, not
Can't
that.
quite make it there without that dash.
All right, winnable. Let's go winnable. Has to keep composure.
Come on, Spectre.
Very true. All right. 2 more to
Pull
go.
through, make France proud.
Yes. We would be anyway.
Of course, of course.
All right, all right.
Making it very safe. That's all you really need to do right here.
Oh, and LT
Well
accidentally
secured.
backing up onto the dust bunnies.
No.
And that's yet another PB from Spectre.
Nice.
Very, very cool. You love to see it. Congratulations. Now we are switching to 4 new players. As 34, Nondescript, Hyperroot, and Eric.
So some Polish and South African representation in for some of our runners here. Nondescript finishing up flag 1 right here pretty soon.
Maybe the 50-40, so not too bad. A few minutes off from PB. Got to get that first run going, so that's really cool.
Yeah, good finish for Nondescript.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, Hyper running into a little bit of trouble in downdraft here. Didn't quite make it over to the spring right before. I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't remember the the numbers of all these flags back to back. Downdraft is just downdraft, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, true. It's just a single room, right? All the flags just went together. It's just all movement in 3K.
Downdraft is the good draft, we should say.
Oh yeah. Well, looks like my prediction of Div 1 is already probably going to be over because I thought it would be 28-1x, and C16 is already 2805.
Oh, lucky. With the very first run of each players.
Yeah, I do admit, having seen your bracket time prediction there, I felt that the community has gotten a little bit past it, so vindicated seeing that things have gone as well in terms of times across the board as I expected. Curious to see the bracket scroll back to the top 16 or so here on the right. I haven't actually quite caught that. Let me take a look again.
Nondescript Midnight finishing with the 53, 30, 55. I don't remember if we mentioned that already. Oh, we're switched to new players now.
We're switching to the same.
Oh, same players, except with markers on the top left now.
Oh, I see.
Hi,
Or top right.
markers.
Hi, markers.
Hyperroot's on probably quite the pace. PB of 105 now.
No, definitely a
With
solid pace for
105.4.
Hyperroot then.
So
Absolutely.
could be first sub-hour pace. That would be actually epic to get that during the tournament.
We see, I think, our first instance of Flag 8.
Yeah, probably.
We love the safety flag.
Yes. There is no good draft. I think downdraft is good.
I think downdraft is pretty fun as well. I mean, just with how fast you can go from the wind pushing you down the whole time back into your next jump or dash or whichever. I enjoy that quite a lot. Updraft is cool too, but the floatiness makes it a little bit slower inevitably.
Yeah, no, updraft is not cool.
I admit though, I am not really a hater for almost any part of the main game of Celeste. I just have fun with the whole thing. What can I tell you?
That's very cool.
I don't know, I like the spike jumps in.
I would be in the same mindset if updraft didn't exist. My bad. A couple unfortunate mistakes from Hyperroot, but still very much on sub-hour pace.
Yeah, this is
Keep the
it
nerves.
finished right now 9 minutes ahead of PB, is it not, for Hyperroot? So regardless of sub-hour or not, still huge PB, surely on the way here. What is the one part of the game you hate, Prof Neon? I'll have to get back to you on that one, Trev. I can't even really say. I don't know. We'll have to think
I
about
tried to
it.
go for the save.
Oh, getting to the dash crystal, but accidentally buffering a down dash off of it. Oh, not quite the backup.
Gotta make it close for the content. Still very comfortable.
Sure.
Sub-hour pace though. Surely no commentator is gonna curse that. And Eb, oh, you go get it, Eb. Eb on pace. I'm dropping everything to go support him. My bad.
No one can blame you.
Wait, 26 6A pace. Wait, no, Eb does play 6A, right? Or is Eb
Yeah,
playing
Eb plays 6A.
6B?
6A.
6A?
With a pace like this? That's
What?
absurd.
What, 2708 with 6A? That's, oh my god.
And big review from Hyperwood, 57:51 final time. Congratulations, your first
Awesome.
sub-hour during the tournament. That's actually crazy. This would be first 26. That's unmissable.
Yeah, Eb's PB is a 27:01. We're going up with a good chunk of time, hopefully, to spare to finish out with an actual 26 here.
Heb did apparently choke last run, choke to 26 last run on flag 2. Surely it's not gonna happen again.
Surely.
Surely.
I'm trying to
Surely
count it,
Hyken would not curse
No,
curse
I
his
would
fellow
not.
man.
And imagine that's
All right. This is so free.
15 seconds to spare at flag 1. Just gotta come in nice and safe in the 26s.
Let's go!
Nice.
26:53.
The
clean.
very first 6A26 in Celeste.
Is it? I
I think
actually have
so.
no idea.
There
If
have
so,
been no
huge
26s.
congratulations.
If Ed played 6A, then like that's the first ever 26 of 6A. We'll see
Congratulations
journals,
on the PB.
or we'll not see journal, but I can we can relay that once.
We'll take a look. We'll take a look. Assuming Ed takes a peek himself, but only 8 deaths there. Very, very solid run.
Yeah, actually crazy.
This first 6A26 just cured my depression. So happy for you, Leffy. And the whole community is happy alongside you.
Yep, there it is.
5:30. That was a 5.2 XIL time then for 6A. Must have been like a
Yeah.
5:27 even.
Wow.
That's incredible. Excellent work, Ev. Huge congratulations on the 26 with 6A.
Hey, maybe I should do 26 with 6A now and like keep
Go
putting
for
up
it.
6B.
Honestly, just start mixing up all of the weird B sides in there, right? We gonna have anybody playing 7B in this whole tournament?
True. I just have to learn how to spinner stun. It saves time and tasks, so I just need to learn how to do it. Anyways, looks like Eric and Markers are like still playing. Looks like Asmat is practicing 3K. Love to see some practice. And Hyper take a little bit of a break for your next run. We have hit the 1 hour mark, so we see how much more aggressive these runners are gonna be playing.
Oh yeah, true. That is a good shout. We do have about 55 minutes remaining for players to start their final run. As soon as the time is over, though, you cannot start any more runs. That's how this is going to end. They will be allowed to finish out. We might not be able to broadcast all of the people finishing their runs after the time, but I'm sure we'll try and catch a few.
Got some new runners here. Got Quan and 3K. I believe that was a 25 4x entry. I believe.
I cannot do the math in my head right now.
So
I'm not even attempted.
So that's like
I trust
28,
you.
28, 10, 28, 20.
All right.
If I calculated
We're here to
correctly.
yap, not do basic arithmetic.
True.
Yeah.
That's not my job. Somebody else get the calculator.
All right, and then to Nova and Whips playing the best out of this. The second run probably for each of them.
Yeah, Juan, as far as I am aware, does not reset runs. So this is,
Oh.
yeah, it's probably just like the second run.
Actually
Juan is
good
doing.
mindset. And
Yeah.
Nova having a very important death to the auto skip skill. I see that of blue on Nova split. Is he comparing against PB?
Not able to see. You really have to zoom in on that.
Yeah, that's kind of small to see everything, but
It's really grainy. It does look like it's seeing personal best, so this might be a PB case.
all right.
See NN resetting back into city, hitting top route crossing.
Very clean top route.
We did get a little bit of an interesting question in chat, though, for what B-side loses the most time if you were to throw B-sides into any percent out of like 1B, 1 through 4B or 7B. Anybody got the math on that?
I would say 8B.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not sure you can count that, but go ahead.
Yeah, Nova's PB is a 28-28.
I think 1B is the slowest. It's at the end of the chapter. And the time
Yeah,
it gets
funny
to the
enough.
cassette is the same time as it takes to finish the chapter. So you just play it every 1 minute and 20 seconds.
120 if you're God Gamer, even.
130 real at
That's
the top
more
level.
reasonable of an expectation. I can take that. Though I suppose if it was made for any percent, then maybe people might start playing 1B to the point where everybody's getting low 1-2x.
Alright, Quan just got a 28-18, beats his previous time by 7 seconds.
Awesome.
Nice
Very
work,
cool
Quan.
improvements.
Yeah, and that is only about 30 seconds, I believe, off of Quan's
Is Nova on
27.48
27
PB.
pace? Feels like Nova is on 27 pace, right? Entering 3K at a 25-2x.
Oh yeah,
25-2x, yeah, that
just
is...
barely. That cuts it close, but it's doable.
Alright.
Yeah, Nova's gonna need like a low 3x to a 3K.
Yeah, it would be pretty stellar. But here's hoping.
So many PBs already in the very first moments of this tourney. Is so cool to see. Oh, small left from Nova. Second one. Third one.
Oh.
You hate to see it. Alright, very much still PBable if the PB of Nova is indeed a 28-28.
One thing that I've always loved about events like this, though, is just getting to see runners from all over the world participating.
Yeah.
Like we've got people from South Africa, Brazil, France, Canada, Japan, the United States, Germany, the UK, everywhere. Like it's so cool. I'm so happy these events always bring so many people together.
Shout out to the Aussie runners running at 5 a.m. 6 a.m.
5
right now.
a.m. Alright.
Waking up bright and early for some Celeste speedrunning.
Imagine
Man.
finishing your Celeste grind for 2 hours of PB attempts and then you go get breakfast.
True. No, Celeste speedrunning is that breakfast.
Fair enough.
Oh, and some word from our man behind the scenes, Sleepy Dan, letting us know that he had to add maybe 7 or so new flags just for this event. So that's 7 or so new countries participating in a Celeste speedrunning event for us. So shout outs to all the people representing their country for the first time in a Celeste event here. Happy to have you. Whip's going for Undertrail here. Oh, not quite getting it on the first try. Manages the backup though. Excellent work. Yeah, cuts it
With
close there going for
Trail.
under trail. What with the low stamina you have to really recover
Yeah.
things.
Mm.
Meanwhile, we
Nova.
got Nova finishing up a very good pace on flag
Yeah,
one right
maybe
here.
OX or very low 1x. Oh, this small mistake definitely makes it a 1x. Nice!
And that's going to be
New
a
PB for
16-second
Nova.
PB.
Congratulations,
Awesome.
it's very big time. And Zeros has big green splits too in
Yeah,
a draft.
unfortunately, looks like had like probably a few big mistakes in
Alright.
downdraft, so it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, Xenoros might be running session splits or averages or something because his PB is a 29-18. Running a little bit
Alright.
behind that, but still going in with a room for a solid improvement over his session PB of the 30-59 there. Yeah, these are his session splits then.
Yeah.
So the best time he has for his any percent open stage here so far.
Time improvements coming from all over the boards. On our leaderboards. What do we have? We have 23 seconds improvement from Oxum with the 30.01, very close to the sub 30. Maridon improves with like of 1 minute and 5 seconds. Terrarium with a 13-second improvement, 28.49 too. That's really cool. And just right now we see Nova's improvements appear on screen.
3 minutes and 1 second improvement.
30 minutes improvement. That's actually crazy.
SMB also with an 18 seconds improvement puts him at 16th seed, right
Very
at the
cool.
cutoff for Div 1.
Yeah, anybody cutting it closer to the cutoff there, which, again, you had that at, what is it, 28:05.1? It's going to hopefully be looking to get some more solid times in here to secure their position. But yeah, the
Mixel
fight...
gets it sub 30!
Nice!
Oh, new sub 30 for Mixel?
That's back-to-back PBs.
Back to back,
Isn't
my
it?
goodness. It is, yeah, because Mixel did have, what was it, like a minute 15 or something before that of a PB?
Yeah.
Adding on some more time here. Congratulations. Oh, and then word from our tech team, Sleepy Dan, letting us know that we do have 30 unique countries currently
Wow.
participating in
Nice.
the Celeste 2024 any% open. Thank you, Dan. Vital
That is
information.
already.
People from all around the world participating here. Truly do love to see it. 29, correction. But still, that's a
Oh,
lot of people.
Just a whole lot.
Then it's not impressive. One of the countries is like empty string. Yeah. They should make a real country out of it.
True, that's just. I don't know. I don't know what country that is. It's a country. Here we are, focusing on Lily. Does take an unfortunate death to flag 17.
This does still look to be on pace to potentially be improving, though. Improving upon the session time of 27:53.
Yeah. What's Lily's PB actually?
26:59.
26.
Oh.
So another one of the 26 gamers of recent times. Yeah. Hard to imagine how much that's changed from the years ago that I was playing any%. I last played it in the previous tournament and just following it, and I think with my 26:57 that was a 5th place back then. So there were only 5 people who had a 26. And now looking at the any% boards, we got 23 people with a 26 or faster. So
That's crazy.
over 4 times the people since the last any% tournament have made it to that minute barrier.
Very important mistakes from Lily on the later part of a draft. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's still gonna be probably potentially an improvement.
Yeah, we are looking at least for that session improvement from Lily still.
Yeah.
Looking to have a good 10 to 15 seconds of wiggle room for mistakes to still improve a little. All eyes focused on Lily's finish here, coming up to flag 1 in the top right corner of your screens. Looking to be a low 3x or sorry, high 3x or low 4x, I think here.
It's gonna be the latter.
2741.
40. Yeah, 41. You're right.
And that will jump Lily one place from 14th to 13th, beating out Raki for the 13th spot here on the leaderboards.
All right. That sub 16 is gonna be a whole lot competitive.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what the bracket stages are going to start looking like.
Yeah.
There is always that consideration though with the open stage here versus when we actually get to bracket, that the open races I believe are entirely going to be done live as head-to-head races. So there will be no opportunities for resets to try and get better times. It's just the time that you get in that race in bracket stage is the time that you get for that head-to-head. And it could be the determining factor between moving on or losing out entirely. So being more prepared for consistency is going to matter a lot more when it comes to the bracket stage.
And also, mind states trying not to lose focus or lose confidence after a couple mistakes. That plays a lot more into a bracket stage.
Yeah, the nerves in bracket, I'm sure, are going to be a lot higher than what we got here in the open stage where, again, the mistakes don't matter quite as much because you do have your chances to reset.
Also, just the feeling of running against someone rather than for yourself sometimes adds a tiny bit of tension.
Yeah, absolutely.
For
Tension that
people.
I felt all those years against you, years ago
Oh,
against
no.
you, if you recall.
We didn't even play at the same time. I think I recorded my race and then I could even watch the stream when you played.
Watching the stream back though, yeah, that was unfortunate. Just for anybody out of the loop here, if you go back 3 years to the 2021 Celeste Summer Any Percent Open, Hyken and I were both playing in the bracket stage for that. I was a good, I think, 15-20 seconds ahead into Summit. Lost it all on flag 1, and I was 3 seconds behind him in the end. But that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
Hopefully we'll see some intense competition along those same lines for the upcoming bracket stages. Maybe not something so tragic. I wouldn't want to wish that fate on anybody else, but, you know, seeing the tight races is always cool regardless.
Yeah, very true.
So Mumi here finishing up on flag 1, looking to get a 40-second roughly improvement on session.
Nice. Very, very cool.
Yeah, that was still about a minute behind PB for Smoo, but still holding that close in the open stage here. Love to see it. Huge fan of getting to see the time differentials on the live submission feed here as well. Yeah. Shoutouts again to Dan for that.
Oh, it's cool to see big 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute and a half improvements. That's very satisfying.
Yeah, looking at the times here, actually, Evelyn Cubes there with that recent submission. That is a 15-second any percent PB with that 29.57. So Evelyn's first sub 30. Congratulations.
I was talking this entire time. I had no idea I was muted.
Oh no!
Well, welcome back, creep. Glad to hear your voice once more.
I have no idea how I managed to get muted.
Yeah, that was a flag that I was unfamiliar with, but Evelyn, I think, possibly our first Latvian player participating in one of these events.
I think
Shout
they have
to Latvia.
2 Latvian players playing, actually.
Oh, awesome.
That's cool.
Actually, no, just the one.
Ah.
Maybe there was
Regardless.
multiple, and then they're no longer.
Oh, taking a look at the upper portion of the leaderboard, a bit ago I had mentioned how Lilia jumped ahead of Raki. That's still holding true, but Raki closed the gap to only 4 seconds between the 12th and 13th spots there, with that 27.45 he just recently got.
Very cool.
Well, I have never seen that cycle before from Ponkel, getting the backup going under one of the cassette blocks there, and then a
That
wall
is
kick off of the ladder.
New
I
discovery.
don't know if anybody else caught that, but
Yeah,
Ponkel
that's
on
a
the bottom
really
right.
new discovery. It is. I think Tom posted it, where if you time it with the offbeat when you do the hyper, then you can do a cassette boost on the other side. It is really cool. It is like relatively safe to go for.
And is that just a backup strat?
Yeah, that's strictly a backup strat. It saves. I think it saves like a second and a half over waiting for the cycle.
Oh, very cool seeing all of the strats that come through that aren't strict improvements, but ways to mitigate your time loss. I've always been a fan of those. Like the kind of strats that maybe you're still going for something really difficult, but it sets it up to be easier, or makes it so that you can, make sure you don't lose as much time from a mistake. Those especially will matter when it comes to the bracket stage.
Speaking of bracket stage, what time do you need to get right now to make it to the bracket stage?
Good
I'm
question.
looking at it, looks like 48th place to the 31:09. So yeah, almost already really fast, almost probably guaranteed to be like a 30 something by the end of the event.
Yeah, by the end of today, even, I would expect that we're
Yeah,
going to get that down
yeah,
into the 30s.
probably.
But if we include tomorrow, small chance that might even push into sub 30 for bracket.
That would
The
be
entirety of
incredible.
bracket. That would be very, very cool to see. It might not. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Guanqi, unfortunately, getting the wall kick a little bit too wide at the end of City there. Was on pace for what looked like a 102 or 103, but loses a bit more for 109. Meanwhile, we got Ponkel running into a bit of trouble at the beginning of Mixmaster here,
number
throwing
one.
Theo backwards. No.
Oh, and
27.
again.
Come on, Ponkel. Pull it back, pull it back.
Oh no! I know it.
All right,
My man.
let's have a look at Virtle now. This is the new discovery. Chamber boost.
Oh,
Here we go.
all right. And the
No,
stream
what happened to
froze? Oh
you?
no, okay.
Just a
Okay.
little bit of stream buffering.
No.
Oh, does not quite get that RCB to keep his speed.
I haven't played with it, but this track looks
It's a
so
second
hard.
try though.
Nice.
Excellent work for it all. It's not as difficult as it seems if you're comfortable with pause buffering, but it is still fairly awkward. You gotta like add in a new bind, and if you're not playing keyboard, squeezing in more buttons on like controller, for example, is just rough. So
Yeah.
There's a different variation which does not need to have a left climb jump bind for the RCB, so you only need to use a pause jump bind. So there is that as an option. Some people find it more difficult. I find it more consistent. It's very player dependent for that.
regardless, an incredibly impressive strat to watch no matter what. Just
Absolutely.
how recent is that one as well? Is that only in the past month, I think, that people started finding this chamber boost?
Yeah, it's the last month. And that completely opened up new time save. Is that's 4 seconds over unpaused bub shop. Which a lot of people do pause bub shop. So it saves 5 seconds over pause bub shop, which is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Never seen lockout?
I admit I did not expect to see time saves greater than like 2 seconds almost ever again coming out of any percent, but here they keep coming. The more time passes, the more strats continue to be found.
Locke is
got
kind of
Locke.
looking at a very good improvement.
Oh, never mind. We might be
It's a
seeing
bit of a-
Sev trying to look for an improvement.
A little bit of technical difficulty.
I'll say on pace. Is Seth comparing against PB?
Wait, this is gonna be huge, PB. This
It's
is like
Savaja.
21. This is 29 1x pace.
Oh no, let's go, Sev.
Savaja's listed PB is a 29.57,
Nice demo.
but had a 30.11 already.
Sev has been getting 29 paces, and like to get this in the tournament is extremely. It's going to be such a relief for him.
Well, it's not over till it's over, so let's not call things quite yet. Coming up on flag 1 here at just about 29 flat, looking to be possibly as good as a 29 OX, 29 1X. We'll see how he finishes it out.
Nice, let's go.
29 10.
28.09.
Or is it
Finishes
29
on the
11?
3K gold. That's
Wow.
actually huge.
46
Savaja did
second,
good stuff.
80% personal best for Savadra. Congratulations.
Wow. That's huge.
Swapping back over to our other runners, we got Verdal starting off in a reflection A side here, about to head towards the cassette, and we got Ponkel nearing the end of 6B start here, as well as Aurora on her way to Huge Mess, and Cactus Chen, taking a little bit of a dip at the beginning of oh no, I don't remember this checkpoint name anymore.
Ultra.
Thank you. Oh, I'm
These-
such a boomer.
See, if all
Get me
these,
out of the
if all
commentary
these
booth.
checkpoints were in farewell,
No.
then you'd know all of them.
That is true. I won't deny it. True ending tournament when? Not now, not now.
Farewell,
Perhaps for
Farewell
2025.
tournament when
Farewell tournament, yeah, for sure.
we would cook so hard in that tournament.
Yeah.
We're making her way through Huge Mess now. Such a difficult checkpoint. It's so cycle based, so movement based. It's honestly crazy how much optimizations you can make here.
Yeah, squeezing bicycles in the tiniest ways possible. But also all of the just really cramped movement that taking a little dip into the void really quick and climbing back up off screen, Aurora. Good recovery,
Rising
I
from
suppose.
the dead.
Oh, and we got a new focus here
Oh.
up on Gooms with his 2702 session PB, and his overall any percent PB is, let's take a look here. I think it was 2628.
Yes, you're right. Oh no, what a death. How winnable is that?
I
Well,
think we're
yeah,
looking
we'll see
fairly
at
winnable for just
Well,
overall, well, at least a session PB. Maybe not an overall any percent PB, but session PB on the table here for Gooms for sure.
Fair enough.
24:59. So this is 26able. Entering updraft.
All right. Would be our 7th 26 or better of the tournament. Or this
That's
player
crazy.
to get the 20.
7, like, what?
That's crazy.
The competition has just gotten so strong.
Man.
Do you know how many 26 we got in last tournament 3 years ago in the tournament? Exactly
Maybe
one.
like 1 or 2 from only
Exactly
Marlin.
One. Yes. Marlin in the final race. No, maybe 2 actually. I might be
I
wrong.
think he
I
had
think-
a couple throughout the course of the tournament. Either way, he held very close to it back then. But now we're taking a look at just the open stage preceding the tournament. And in this first hour and a half of people getting to play, we already have our top 6 with 26s.
Crazy.
And just to mention with that, we have half an hour, but if the runners start a run before the timer runs out, they are, in fact, allowed to complete the run. So
Alright.
these runners will have up until that timer to reset and or complete their final runs, depending on what they choose. You see Goobs now from Flag 4.
Looking very much 26able still.
Cutting that very close, getting that little bit of like the boost from the feather when you're exiting it, if you're holding up diag.
Gomes finishing up on flag 1 here, looking to be on 26 pace with a
There we go.
26.50, 51.
I think
So it was right on the line there
It's
somewhere.
very close.
50.988. One frame on there. With that 26.50, that'll bring him into the 6th place slot, pushing up Ebb and Verdal a couple slots above him. So that brings our top 7 now to be 26s for the open stage.
Verdal, I think, has had a decent pace, but then ended up messing up 6B multi-boosts a couple times or more. Decided to reset because that was not anymore winnable, I think.
Yeah, had a few slip-ups and reprieve there for Verdal, so unfortunately had to reset that run. Meanwhile, we got Aurora working her way through the Oshiro section here. Taking it nice and steady. Oshiro always chasing after you is definitely extra stressful. I feel like that's one of the additions here.
Yeah.
That's
You always have to, when you make a mistake, you always have to pay attention to if Oshiro is gonna cause you more trouble or not.
My second prediction is also dead.
Oh no!
It was already at 0x.
What do you mean? Oh no! In my opinion, having the extra competition because of
It's
exceeding
good,
your
but, like,
expectations is
no,
really cool to see.
I got
That's
absolutely
very true.
destroyed. I'm gonna get so good. I predicted it would be a 2x or a 2x.
All the other predictors gonna make fun of you for that.
Oh,
Have more
yeah.
faith in the Celeste community, creeps.
Listen, I did not expect like there to be so many people. Canada, let's go.
Canada. Got the
That's
Canada
my
corner
country,
alongside Vin
let's go.
Shady.
Oh wow! Yeah. Basically opposite sides of the globe. Yeah, Vin Shady on pace to get a quite big improvement to his 35.20. PB of Vin Shady is a 32.49.
2249. Holy.
49. Yeah, that would be quite the run.
Yeah, so not quite PB
Yeah.
pace overall for Vin Shady, but well ahead of session PB.
Yeah.
Looking to be saving a couple minutes. Oh, Blaze with an unfortunate drift on the down dash there. Not quite making it to the next red bubble in that first horizontal room, going back left in central chamber. 5B cycles are pretty vicious, so totally understand it. Sarnute with a decent finish of Mixmaster there. Didn't quite catch the time, he was closing it out.
1432 exit. That's I can't see what type that is.
That's just about even, just about on pace with his current session PB of the 2902. So
yeah, that's very much
doing pretty solid. Hoping for a better second half for him so he can improve.
Yeah.
Vin Shady entering flag 1.
Yeah, alright. It's gonna be a low 33 if everything goes to plan.
Oh, that right dash.
Yeah, very alright. That's oh,
3309.
That's like a 2 minutes and 10 seconds improvement. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that is 20 seconds off of Vin Shady's overall any percent PB, so holding very close to actual PB as well.
Nice, nice.
Great work. A word from production. This stream is in fact being broadcast from Canada as well, so the Canada Corner brought to you by the broadcast team.
And then here, entering updraft. This is 5 Could 27, I think.
All right, yeah, at least very comfortably could improve Ennen's time here.
Once again, opposite sides of the globe. Again.
Very true.
Blaze on his way to get a Mixmaster finish. Oh, with that grounded ultra immediately on top of Theo to barely grab him
Nice.
and fling across the room. Love to see that strat. Getting a 14:31 exit of 5B there. Looking about on track to be matching his session PB, if not improving upon it a little as well. So holding close to where Sir Newt's pace was
Yep.
there. Pretty
Actually.
similar paces.
So I'm not playing 6A, by the way.
Yeah, all these runners will be playing 6A except for NN, who
All right.
I presume played 6B.
6A canonically in Canada.
Let's go.
I mean, I dare say all of Celeste Mountain is canonically in Canada, but
I
yes,
was
6A is there as well.
True.
I was waiting for it. All right, looking like it's gonna be a low 4x, low 27 4x for NN.
No,
Maybe
having a little bit of
doesn't know
bug.
anymore. My bad. Yeah, all right. Still 4x. That one matters. Very good improvement there. Secure accounts. That name rings a bell.
Whoa.
Never seen this player before.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
what's this guy doing for 2558?
New and upcoming 25 runner, secure account.
True.
United States competition to the Canadian neighbors.
Oh, that down left at flag.
Yeah,
10.
Secure's been adding that down left. It's honestly insane.
Yeah, I think that strat is a fairly ancient one, but nobody really picked it up for the
Yeah.
longest time. Oh, was that the Phoenix down left, if I recall, or was it not?
I think so. It's
Was it a
looking
down
like
dash or a down left, actually? I didn't even catch it.
Oh, unfortunate
should
death
be.
there.
I think it's a
Secure.
down left.
Is Secure gonna claim first place with this run? Looks like
Yeah,
it's
this
on good
does
pace
on
to
track.
be. Yeah.
This is looking to be on roughly a 3x pace, possibly even low or tie 2x right here, actually. If this goes out cleanly, it's like a 25-28.
Oh! Oh, okay.
All right.
Getting the finish in here on the left side of your screen. 25-28.9
28.
with a 741 summit from Secure there. That'll bring
Wow.
the new top spot up by about, what is that, 19, 20 seconds improvement on the top spot here. Incredible. That, I believe, is the fastest any percent time in a broadcast Celeste event. So congrats, Secure
Most
account.
likely, yeah. And Punkle with very good pace too. Gonna improve on the 30-44.
It's honestly hard to believe that we're seeing times that fast in an event like this, as opposed to just any percent runs on their own.
Yeah. Actually, good times factory we have. And yet Punkle is the stated PB is a 29-39, so that's actually a huge PB pace if that's his actual PB.
I believe so.
Then there you go. That's a low 29. That's almost a
Summit.
28.
That is wow.
That's crazy.
35 seconds real any percent PB for Punkle. Congratulations. Bringing up a new group of runners here now. On our left half, we got our Americans in Plex and LM Jacks, and on the right, we got the UK represented by Sneaky Pizza and No
Austria.
Nodshi from Austria here.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how to pronounce that
Oh,
username.
yeah.
Pardon me.
Probably like Nodishki or something.
Either way, though, shoutouts to the Austrian representation. Oh, Plex taking an unfortunate death, going a little bit too close to the wall there on flag 2 for that updash. But recovering fairly nicely and still looking to be saving roughly like a minute here. Oh, even with the flag 1 death, though, still a minute over session PB coming up for Plex.
Very, very cool. With the light split lately, staying on prologue.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there for live split, but the file timer thankfully was still up for
Alright.
Plex, so live split didn't quite matter.
Jack's looks also like he's having a decent pace to beat the 28.46 he got.
Yeah, he was coming in on no draft on what looks like a low 28 pace there, possibly even high 27, which would cut really close to his actual any percent PB.
Alright.
So definitely have your eyes on LM Jacks in the lower left corner right now. Oh yeah, no, not quite an any percent PB actually for that pace, but
Alright.
This
Still,
looks like
still
to be like
very, very good run.
very close, or not any percent PB, but this is very close for 27 potential.
2802 I think we're getting here.
No, it's a 28. Yeah, 02. Looks you're
Excellent
seeing
work,
in chat.
Jax.
Rosemary getting a 26 4x.
Oh wow.
My goodness.
Actually crazy.
Competition's heating up. I think that would bring us to then 8 people. The top 8 having 26s in the event here. And
Yep.
just a quick check on the time for everybody. We do have about 16 minutes and 50 seconds to go for runners to start or finish out their runs here. Yeah, again, you can start your run all the way up until the time is about to run out. But after the time runs out, you either have to finish out what you're doing or just end it right there.
Yep.
Yeah, LM Jacks with only 8 deaths in that run there for that 2802. Very solid. Only 9 seconds off of his actual PB, if I recall.
Always been a really constant player,
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
The LM Jack special.
Yeah.
The Sneaky Pizza also finding an improvement. That's a 2-minute improvement.
Nice.
Tournament.
Yeah, that was 222 even, I think, if I caught that right for session.
Yeah.
And swapping over to our next group of runners here with Toki Kumo, Yukilela, Relmont, and still got Nachi up here because we're in 3K, so keeping our eyes on for the finishing out of the run there. Taking a peek in at paces here, we have Ukulele. That was about like a 15-1x, I think, going into Reflection.
Yeah, I think so.
So a little bit behind what well actually her any percent PB is the session PB for Layla.
Yes.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
run currently I think a little bit behind that, but still with the potential to gain that back in the second half of the run. So I think trying to finish out what she can is her current strategy here. See if it plays out well enough to continue, or maybe get another reset in the towards the end of the time here. All of these runners, though, if they so choose, are also able to participate in the second day tomorrow. So there will be another 2-hour chunk that players can get some more runs in. This will not be any final leaderboard spots for them. We'll definitely see some more shaking up in the time to come.
That's a 0.64 APV in that run. Wow.
You love to see it, LM Jacks.
up 16 now, 27.46 with an ends input. So that's going down really low, really fast. Top 32 right now for bracket 2 being. Wait, I lost it. 29.04.
It's almost sub. It's almost sub
Almost
29.
29. That's crazy.
And we got Nachi in the lower right-hand corner, heading into
Wow.
no draft here at a
Right,
43.2x, looking to be what could be saving multiple minutes over his current session PB.
This is actually potentially ahead of his any percent PB as well. 45.51 is
Oh,
80%
absolutely.
PB.
Looking like very good pace for
Hey.
Nachi. And Toki Kumo in our upper left, heading into a 3K here at a 26.1x. So looking to be just about even with his current session PB, but could be improving upon it. We'll see.
Gotta be tough, but definitely doable.
And Nachi
Alright.
now finishing out 44.18, 2 minutes and 10
Awesome.
seconds over session, and a 1 minute 30-ish, 40-ish second any percent PB as well overall. So congrats.
Very cool. Congratulations.
It's great that we're seeing so many PBs like today already. It's not even been 2 hours. We haven't even hit the 2 hour mark yet. Like you can still go and start another run now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
See Layla resetting, coming back to city.
Yeah, didn't quite have the means to catch up in that second half, I think. So she made the tactical decision to come back and just try and get a better run going. No
Fair
use
enough.
finishing out a run that you know is going to be behind. Oh, Toki Kumo taking an
Oh.
unfortunate death at the very end of Flag 13, not quite making
No.
it through the gap.
You hate to
I
see
think
it.
that's going to end up killing this opportunity
Yeah.
to improve upon session PB now. Just a
Definitely
little bit
down.
too behind for that. Still could be going for a low 29 if he is looking to finish this run out, but you hate to see it. I suppose he can finish it out and still have plenty of time for another try, though. So
Yep.
possibly another run will come in the works for Toki Kumo. And we got Relmont on your lower left, heading up to a 2.5k at this point at a 26.0x pace there. What's that looking like? Potential for sub 30 with really good play, but that would be cutting it a little bit close, I think.
Yeah, I think would need like a low 4x3k for that. But it is definitely achievable.
Either way, got a potential for session PB on the line here for Relmont. So wishing
Alright.
her the best of luck there. Or one of our Palestinian representatives here. And Toki Kumo now finishing his run out. Gonna end that on a 29.12. So unfortunate with the deaths in the later portion of 3K there, but good job finishing it out. And he will have some time to try some more runs and resets ahead. So as we approach the end of today, just gonna throw out that reminder a few more times here and there that players are allowed to reset runs all the way up
Yeah.
until the end of the timer, but that will be their final opportunity to reset. After the timer ends, you have to finish out your run. You can't start anymore.
But you're of course allowed to finish your current run, even if you're in prologue or CT. So
And
yeah,
that getting our
a lot of
focus up on
people.
Lily. Oh, go
Alright.
ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of people are gonna have this choice to make when you are like midway through the run, or I don't know, 1/3 of the way through the run when the timer is about to stop, but the pace is like okay, but not great. What do you do? Do you try to keep going or do you reset? So what a choice that a lot of people are gonna have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is best actually.
Yeah, hard to say. Just depends on how each player prefers to approach,
Yeah.
and how they feel their mentality will work out there. But
Yeah, absolutely.
highlighting Lily, we now got focused on the right side here. She entered 3K on about a 24 4x pace, I believe it was. So
Yeah.
looking to be saving
Oh.
up to 30 seconds over session PB here if things
Oh.
go as smoothly as they can,
All
which
right.
they haven't quite. Commentator's curse coming in yet again.
I was about to say that she was on 26 pace
All right.
and entering 3K, but that
All right.
unfortunately makes it a lot more difficult to get that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's quite achievable at this point, but still looking to be
Yeah.
potential for low, absolutely mid 27 for Lily on the right here.
Yeah, and remember, y'all, this is only just day one. We still have day 2 of runs tomorrow. This is not going to be the end of open stage.
Yeah.
So we could still see a lot of improvements from tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta make the best out of those runs if you want to secure a spot in the top 16, because there's already so many good runs in there. Oh, yet another costly, well, not that costly, but yet another death from Lily. That one's only like 2 to 3 seconds.
Shifting focus to the lower left over here, though, we got Romot coming up into no draft at 29.24. I don't think this is going to
Hey.
quite finish out with a sub 30, but still looking to be a very low 30, improving a good chunk on session PB if everything goes well from here to the end.
Let's hope so. Hope she gets through.
Both Romot and Lily in the last few flags of a no draft here to finish up Summit.
Are we gonna have those two improvements?
Flag 1 for Romot and flag 1 for Lily. Romot finishing out with a
Nice.
30.05 and a return to map, which, unconventional,
Optimal.
but it counts.
Optimal. It is optimal.
And Lily
Time
on the right
saved.
here. 27.10 for Lily.
GG's.
All right.
Good
Very
improvements from both
cool.
runners.
Yeah, that is about 10 seconds behind Lily's 90% PB, barely having a 26.59. But that 30 seconds ahead of session PB is huge. Going to be good for bracket seeding if that ends up being close to Lily's final time.
See, new players. Benjay, Cactus, TNT, Jimmy. All of these are, I think all of these players are pretty much capable of sub 30. TNT is, Benjay is probably on the border.
Perhaps not sub 30 for Benjay, given
Maybe
80%
not.
PB of 30.
34-28.
Yeah, no worries there. But still, getting a
Alright.
34-33 previously in session, holding very close to actual PB. Very impressive.
That's really cool.
Meanwhile, we got Cactus with an 80% PB of 28.49 and that session PB of 29.14. So also holding those pretty close. TNT Go Bang, 80% PB overall of 30.21, but session of 31.31. So a little bit over a minute away from that. Might have a chance to improve in the last 5 minutes of resets here. And Jimmy Clyde with an overall 80% PB of 27.49 and that session PB, as you see, of 29.05. So we got some good room for improvement, definitely in Cactus, TNT, and Jimmy Clyde. Benj would have to get an 80% PB practically to improve upon his current session time, though. But
That's doable.
anything is possible.
We've seen a
Mississippi.
decent amount of those already today, so I would not count it out.
Yeah, absolutely a possibility.
Now we're going to see strategy, whether they're going to restart or not, because
Yeah.
Cactus is the furthest one along and will not be able to finish Summit by the time the timer ends.
Yeah. So
We'll see how
does.
like the rest of up until 3K goes. If Cactus has to reset at 3K, then they'll have a chance to do another run.
A small death there, but that's not too big.
And just taking a look at Cactus's splits here, he seems to be about 17 seconds ahead from out of reflection from his current session PB here.
Yeah.
That puts him in the running roughly, if everything goes well, to possibly even get an overall any percent PB with this run. And I think he's still holding fairly close to that with this about 3:15 summit entry into 2K. So hoping the best for Cactus on potential for any percent PB here.
The previous summit wasn't super strong from Cactus, so if Cactus pulls up a clean rest of the chapter, like we could be seeing a huge improvement. We could be seeing a 28 from Cactus.
Yeah, and this time in the IL so far is clean for him for sure.
Yeah. This PB being a 28.49, I see on the... Yeah. Alright. Very nice auto scroll skip from Cactus. So far so good.
Meanwhile, we got Jimmy Clyde going into a wake here in the lower right. Always a fan of seeing the awake movement.
Yes.
No real danger running through here, but the all of the various ultras you can do, be it the TAS awake ultras or just the more standard ones. Fun little chunk of movement. Oh, TNT go bang, bonking a little bit there, and the auto scroll doesn't quite finish it out. Gonna have to reset that.
That's a tough one. Reset time, like last reset time ends in 2 minutes 20. Gonna make those decisions soon.
Yeah, that final reminder going out here roughly for how players can approach the end of the time here. In these last 2 minutes, as you see in the clock in the lower left-hand corner, players can choose to reset runs up to that point, but after the timer ends, they have to finish out what they're doing now, or just end it right there.
Apparently, Saker is the head of PB into 6B. I hear from chat. All right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how secure 6B is. If secure has like a solid 6B, then we might see him back in team. But now we are seeing pretty much all the players in Summit, except for Maradon, starting a new run. Completely valid. Getting is that a 1x exit? Yeah, that's a 1x early game exit. Really solid. Cactus now entering 3K.
And
Still
Salt
on
on
a
the lower
really good
right.
pace.
Oh yeah, definitely. But Salt on the lower right looking to be on a... Oh well. Pace to at least improve upon session PB, if not potentially get a sub 30 here as well.
Nice.
Oh, and this is our final 48 seconds and counting down for when people can get their last resets in. So we'll be seeing whether or not people choose to finish out their run now or start anew.
Maybe what Maradon is pondering right now. Entering results. Oh,
Last
45
45 seconds.
Results. Yeah. Gotta make the decision now. Meanwhile, Cactus is still moving towards the end of down drafts. Has been a really good summit from what I was able to catch.
Yes, that is true. Super letting us know that could be up to 15 or so seconds past the actual timer ending here that we'll see people reset, but it will still count. And time is now up, so well, we got a little bit of leniency for people getting their final resets in based on stream delay, but these are essentially the starts of the final runs that you'll be seeing if you're watching any of the other streams from the players. So final runs starting now.
It's like Maradon just taking a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather before finishing the run.
Fair enough.
Taking a look at the lower right here.
From Cactus there.
Oh yeah, unfortunate deaths on flag 12 for Cactus, but we got Salt about to head into no draft at the end here on sub 30 pace.
All right, let's go.
If reference, Salt's PB overall is a 29.38. So not quite on a PB pace, I don't believe here, but
Yeah.
definitely going to improve upon session PB by a good chunk. Oh, not quite getting through the gap in flag 3 there with their upright out of the feather.
That's unfortunate.
He still has time to spare here, though, to improve upon session PB.
Oh, I didn't get the dash refresh.
Good thing he
extension.
grabbed flag 2 there, though,
Yes.
even with the hyper B
Oh
hook.
no.
No.
That might be closed now.
We got both Cactus and Salt on the final few flags now.
All right.
Salt can still improve upon session.
Yeah.
But it is unfortunate taking those dips towards the end.
And Cactus is still in PB pace, by the way. 28.49. Ooh. All right. Nice. That's a few seconds PB. Congrats on Cactus.
Nice. GG Cactus. He's Assault as well. Getting leaderboard
Right, 2
improvement.
finishers and secure account.
It's a 1744 heading into Summit here, and given his best summits being around 740 roughly for full game, I believe, maybe even 735. I don't actually recall. That's not quite PB pace anymore. I think that may have died with the 418 6B.
Oh.
Lost another 0.6B.
But potential to improve upon his session time even now in his last option for a run.
That's very true.
Yeah, taking a look at the submission feed here for some of the people who have managed out their final times. We did have Isaac get a 25.58 to bring him into the 25 contention for the top 3. Yeah, that's the top 3 spot there. So we got 3 people with 25s on day 1 of the event here.
That is insane.
You do love to see it.
Some of our other submissions have been Guanqi with a 28.53, getting in there from 29 into 28.
Nice.
Spectre improving a minute and a half, down from about a 52 to a 50.23. Shy Guy going from what was about a 58 down to a 49.29. 8.5 minute PB there.
Casual 8 minutes improvements.
Like you do, like you do. Is that also an overall 80% PB for Shy Guy?
Yeah, by a minute and a half.
Nice.
Congrats, Shy Guy. And some of the other submissions that we just saw recently as well. We had Thrice improving down a minute to 30.57. Pardon me. Thrice having an 80% PB of the 1 frame slower than a sub 30, the 30.011. So still holding fairly close to within a minute of 80% PB there. Very nice.
You just mentioned Cactus getting 80% PB. Mitchell getting another 80% PB.
Oh my goodness.
We got 3 in a row.
PBs.
3 PBs today.
That's huge.
29.45.
How do you do it? That's crazy.
Yeah, Wib's also fighting an improvement. 28.25.
Yeah, and that's 30 seconds off of Wib's 80% PB as well. So yeah, another player holding decently close to their actual 80% time on the leaderboards. Great work, everybody, in day 1 here. So just a reminder for everyone, we have passed the time where players can reset. So any runs you're watching right now, they have to finish out. If they end up resetting the run, then it will not count anymore.
We're going to be keeping focus on secure. See if any... Oh. Okay, and we skipped ahead a little bit. We got new players.
The rare face cam from Malik Bell.
Nice. Let's go.
Love to see it.
I think that's the first face cam that we've seen, actually.
I think so, yeah. Alongside with Goofgoose, maybe, and Pasvandi.
Our Netherlands players on the big screen here with both Malik Bell and Pasvandi.
Yeah.
Just seeing this IL pace that Secure has here, being 310 going into the Ultra Room there. I'm so used to like the high 3.0x's being when you're beginning 2K, so this is still... the times have changed so much. I mean, I should just expect it by now, but having not played any percent for 3 years, it's understandable. Like, I haven't played since the last tournament. All the
Wow.
all of my information goes back to then. Glad to see all the improvements that people have made over time, though.
Nice
Okay.
double corner
Yeah.
boost there on the beginning of this room, and followed by that downright
Disgusting
dash corner
downright.
boost.
Is that the spinner corner boost right there?
I don't know.
Horrifying.
It was-
It
Just
is
a
a
normal
solid chunk of
downward
time.
boost. Apparently that's set up, I think.
There is a setup for it of a sort. It's wacky, I can tell you that. Pasvandi taking a second to ponder before entering Golden Ridge. Meanwhile, we got Malik speeding his way through the start checkpoint.
Archie.
Shoutouts to Archie.
Archie. Can we get some Archies in chat? Or parrots in chat?
Archie, my guy. Malik Bell going up for C-pop there. Oh, and sorry, Undertrail. I'm totally... My brain's lagging a little bit behind here. Manages to get through an Undertrail. Really cool
Looks
seeing
like
all of the high-level
Secure
strats.
I think that's gonna be still an improvement. This might be 25 1x pace. It's not a world record pace, but this is, I believe, still an improvement.
2x summit pace, people are saying in chat here, if everything goes well for Secure, which absolutely absurd, would be IL world record.
Wow. We're seeing double screen.
What's
piano.
Secure Summit LPB?
I think it's like 731. I'm opening it up right now to check. It's... Oh wait, no, it is
No, it's the
729.8. I didn't even know that happened. There is a
Alright.
7.2x summit in existence from a month ago. But still, that is 729.8, so if it's a 7.2x pace, it's PB pace.
Oh wow. And we are looking at a huge improvement on piano's time. That was 32, and it's looking now to be sub 30. Yet another sub 30. Nice, you love to see it. Congratulations.
GG's piano.
GG's. Oh my goodness, going for that hyper where you kind of drop into the second half of a flag 11 there.
Secure stood
Left
on the
again.
platform for like a second.
Stood menacingly there, didn't quite get the walk-off set up for that down dag dash, but
Might cost
We'll
him
see.
the 7.2x summit though.
I mean, the margins are that tight, possibly.
I have no idea.
I really don't recall, but I think a 35, 34-ish no draft here at the end is possible if everything goes well, so still looking to be potential for that 7.2x summit. Oh, that upright.
Right. That was huge.
I'm calling it. I think this is going to be 7.30.
All right. I choose to believe.
Going for that left dash and the up left dag turnaround. Pulling out all the stops for this
Oh,
finish
this is gonna
here.
be very close.
Go Secure.
7:29. Is that
Wait,
world record for the Summit IL? Let's see the time here.
It was.
Wait, 8.
That's like frames slower. Not
Oh.
quite. It's a .837 in world
no.
record, so this is
Just
2
3
frames off of that.
Two
Oh,
frames. That's crazy. That was a 29.
GG secure. Holding so close to the IO world record in a live event like this. Very, very impressive.
Just
Full
build
game
different-
7-2x summit.
25-14.
Not to mention, yeah, 25-14, of course. Bringing the
Yeah.
top time for the live event to only be 16 seconds off of the actual any percent world record.
Into
Congratulations.
Just
the
only
first
16
session,
seconds.
Yeah.
Just need a casual 16 seconds from world record.
Just
No
a-
big deal.
Alright.
Looking at 5A, except for Goose and Summit. Milk Bell going for bub shop, normal bub shop.
Alright. Gonna be pause
Pause
buffer
shop.
again.
Love
Made
to
it.
see the pause track coming through.
Yes.
Pause buffering forever.
Let's go.
And jumping over to focus on Katri here with a session PB of 2804, and just getting into the final room of 2.5k, looking to be maybe possible to improve upon session PB, but it's going to be pretty tight because this is a pace to enter 3k with only about 2.5-ish minutes to spare. Oh, a little bit more than that actually, looking like 238-ish.
238. That's winnable for Cat3 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how it goes.
And we got Malik coming back from the save and quit in a 5B here.
Alright. And Pass Vandy going through Bob's drop, pausing again. That
Nice.
works. Congratulations.
Love
Oh,
seeing
Goof
that.
Goose. A little bit of a slip up heading on the
Oh.
2K auto scroller, but manages to recover that after trying for the
Nice.
hyper bunny hop off the block. I think ended up with
Oh, yeah.
just a hyper.
Alright.
Going through the berry route there, had to go for it second try. That fall down to get into the berry just with a regular hyper is a little bit tight. But we do love all red berry strats, if you ask me. Oh, Katri with an unfortunate down left a little bit too high and hits the spinners at the beginning of flag 13. Not too big a time loss, but is going to make it a little bit tighter trying to improve upon session PB here.
Yeah, that down left is very challenging to time, especially when the
Ooh.
that def makes it
Didn't
even
get the
difficult.
extension, unfortunately, so the down dash fell short.
Yeah, that flag 13 strat, like you want to be able to hit that spring high enough so you can do the two right dashes afterwards,
Mm-mm.
which makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, not quite sure about this being an improvable pace anymore for Katri. It is going to cut it close. Oh, and thank you, Secure Account, for the raid with a party of 120. Welcome in, everyone.
Everyone, we have exceeded the time for resets, so now each player that has not finished yet are just allowed to finish their run, and that is going to be their final time. I mean, that is if they beat their previous time, otherwise we keep the best.
Of course, we're not going to penalize people by finishing a run and saying, nah, this is your new time now. Would be a little bit silly of us. Katri coming up onto flag 1 here.
Oh, a little bit of a mistake.
Barely
Little
winnable,
clumsy.
though.
It is winnable for session PB.
Well-
Could get a few seconds here.
That matters. Nice! Gotta get the 3 seconds
Nice one.
improvements.
2804 down to 2801 for Katri. Congrats. Good job finishing out the session.
Congratulations.
pulling up with some of our current players in Summit at the moment here. Looking at Catman heading up through Flag 3 on pace to... This looks like a 26 pace.
This is
Surly's 26 pace
It's
even.
Wow.
huge. What's Catman, baby?
Catman's PB is a
27.09
2709.
from today.
Oh, this is so winnable.
We're looking at 26 4x.
Go, 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 go. Yay, 42.
Oh my god, that was almost a
Crazy.
cellmate summit as well.
Incredible job, Catman. Congrats on your 26
GG.
any percent in the
Oh my
event
God.
here.
Wow.
Another minute barrier
ninth?
broken.
Is that a ninth PB? Ninth 26, sorry, not PB. I think it is, yeah. Or better. 926 or better we have so far. That's crazy. The 42 brings Catman into 5th place. Actually incredible. We are getting so many good times.
Goof Goose heading into the no draft section pretty soon here.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately,
think this is possible for some improvement, but might be very close.
if Goose gets a clean 3K or a clean no draft, this is, I like to see a 1 second improvement.
Yeah, just a couple seconds on the
It's-
line, if anything.
Yeah.
For sure. It is doable.
Alright, I gotta get those seconds since it's gonna be really close in the end to make the brackets.
Oh yeah, yeah. Looking at Ben Gorman, looks like on a session best as well.
Nice.
1 minute 30 to
Oh,
spare,
definitely.
entering flag 6.
Yeah, Ben Gorman on pace to improve session PB by 30 to 40 seconds, I think.
And in fact, that would be another 90% PB. That 37 is already 90% PB.
Oh, going for the demo, but misses it unfortunately.
Still a huge amount of time to improve upon, though.
Oh, misses it once again though.
And Goof Goose in the top
You
right,
got this.
This
about
3K
2
gold.
seconds. Oh yeah, that is a 3K gold from Goof Goose. Congrats. Love to see those in runs.
Yeah, improvement by 2 seconds.
Hopefully Ben Gorman can recover from those few deaths at the beginning of Flag 4 here and finish out strong.
Is that a 231 3K from Goose?
Looks like it. Excellent work.
Wow.
Oh, Ben Gorman with the neutral right around the spinner.
Alright.
Holding
Wow,
so
nice
close to that
backup.
there. Oh no, running out of
No.
dashes. Oh. This is still winnable, I think, to get a little bit of time over session PB, which is also overall 90% PB, but has to get the rest of this done cleanly. Can't have any more deaths like that. Ooh, cutting it close on the stamina there, right into the
Alright.
end of Flag 1. Oh no.
Gonna be really
Come on,
close
Ben.
now.
It's still winnable, but not too much.
The nerves.
Just get a couple seconds,
Oh.
you can do it.
Nice! And yet
Hey,
another
let's
couple
go.
seconds improvements.
Yeah, just about a 1 second improvement. You had it right there. Congrats, Ben, on that overall any percent PB and session PB here.
New 2004 entering Summit. Smoom entering with a 1x into 500 meters. Hisvani just chilling in 6A. We love to see 6A.
And this is looking like a solid chunk of time that Sir Newt can improve upon his session PB here.
Yeah,
I
dare I say,
believe.
this is like 28able. Like this
Definitely
is
28able.
solidly mid 28able.
Oh, run into a little bit of trouble there. Dashing a little bit too high to get the wall bounce. But not too much trouble for Sir Newt. Recovered that nicely enough.
Hisvani taking an unfortunate death in the last room of Hollows. Taking another
Oh, and
death in
another
Hollows.
one. A bit of love for 5A2 from Dadoja that we see for the first time on stream.
Let's
A
go.
little bit of ping pong for Pasvandi, and we get a freeze
Oh,
frame. Oh no!
Unlucky.
Oh, those bumper rooms. Hard to get through the gaps there sometimes, especially when you're off a cycle that you're used to playing.
Yeah,
And I think
Yeah.
that's the trouble we're
Tragic.
running into here. Not sure if we're just getting a bit of stream lag or if Pasvandi has fully stopped a run. Oh no, yeah, I think that's a tab out because live split is still running for
Yeah,
Pasvandi.
could be.
probably getting some practice in for tomorrow, maybe. Just practicing this room now.
Either way, unfortunate. That's just how it goes sometimes, though.
Yeah.
Bumpers
Very
are brutal.
Oh, absolutely. Especially bumpers with cycles. Any cycle-based thing just makes it so much harder.
Yeah. In the bottom left here, though, we got a Dad Oja, is it? Going for the end of Rescue here, having played through 5A. Baiting the Seeker around. Some close calls there. Flying right over his head. Getting Theo up to the end, though. Into the eyeball room.
Oh, very unfortunate there from Newt that collected all the coin and then dropped out of the coin block.
No.
That one was a bit costly, but probably still pays.
No, you see Pilkey now.
All right.
Entering, looks like, if they have clean final, yes, they do. This will be this 36 2x, which is actually it's PBable or session best.
Very much session bestable.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to Pilkey as one of our Australian players here, playing at 6 to 7 a.m. Up bright and early for this.
Right now.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we'll see if they'll play tomorrow because they'll be starting at 2 a.m. instead.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Instead of
Perhaps a
4
bit
a.m.
difficult of an ask.
Yeah,
but
2 a.m. Monday morning might be a little bit difficult.
It is true that players.
Evening.
It is true that players aren't required to play the entire time. If they just want to do one run and then step out, they're totally allowed to do that. So there's a chance if Pilkey's looking for more runs, he could just pull up at 2 in the morning, get a couple in, and then go to sleep.
Absolutely.
To be seen. It's extra impressive because he's also playing upside down. That's so true, Sleepy Dan. I completely forgot to mention the Australian innate disadvantage in video games.
Yep.
You know, everything upside down. I don't know how they manage it.
Although it could be good, like just stop mind block.
Yeah, maybe.
You know the mind block effect, the Australia effect.
You're so right.
Australia
I should
method.
go to Australia just to do some runs to see how things change. Maybe that's the real next step in Celeste speedrunning.
Yo,
Everyone go to
Celeste
Australia.
Celeste beat up at
think so.
Australia. GDQX at Australia.
Next to that, any person tournament like offline from Sydney. But also, do Australian runners have inverted updraft and downdraft? Is that how it works?
Oh,
That's a little bit too much perspective wackiness for me. I'll leave that to the Aussie runners to think about. Pilkey getting through a updraft here at the moment, of course.
no, dude! Getting crushed by the honor scorer block.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
You didn't get the lift boost from the honor scorer block.
Silly death as well.
Checking the pace for Pilkey here. This is looking to be potential for up to about 15 to 20 seconds over session PB. Okay, maybe 15 seconds over session PB. For coming into no draft up ahead here. We'll see how Pilkey finishes it out. Oh, Newt taking a death in the long vertical auto scroller here in 2,000 meters as well. Unfortunate.
Newt is
Those auto scrollers,
thing.
man. You know,
Yeah.
like it just so tough.
ZBL
Right,
focus.
downdraft entry from ZBL.
No, it's like no draft. It's just flag forward.
What they say? What they say? They say downdraft.
They
Yeah,
say
never.
downdraft.
My bad.
No
Smoom
worries,
said
no
downdraft.
worries. Looking for
Words
big
are
improvement
hard.
though. For
Yeah.
Steel.
Oh, this is
Pilkey,
gonna
though,
be wow.
Flag 1. Looking to
Do we
squeeze
see
out
the sub
10
40?
seconds.
Nice sub 40. Let's go.
Congrats, Pilkey. That is also an any percent PB for Pilkey by
Oh.
about 5 seconds with a previous of 40.01. So
Very
congrats on the new
nice.
any percent PB on top of the session PB.
And have a
ZBL.
good beginning of your day.
Yeah, good morning to Pilkey.
Good morning. Actually crazy. And yeah, ZBL, she is gonna finish the 38. That's an improvement of 1 minute and 30-ish seconds. That's really cool. Really cool
Very
to see
nice.
everyone who's finishing off right now.
Right, we
We
go
are
back
seeing
to
more and more people in Summit. Sorry.
we just go back to 4-player views. You see Malik bottom left. I don't remember if Malik was here. He was on.
Yeah, it was bottom right next time.
Mhm.
We do a little bit of shifting.
True.
But we got both Smoom and Eric in the early-ish stages of updraft here. Eric, I think
sorry.
possibly on pace for some improvement here, and Smoom as
Eric,
well.
indeed.
Looking actually like a bigger chunk even for Smoom here. Currently has about 3 minutes 15 seconds left to finish 3K here and still improve. And there should only be a little over a minute left of gameplay. So that's a like possibly minute and a half, 2 minutes that Smoom can improve here.
This is 80% TV pace.
Oh
Even with these steps, this is still pace to on track to be 90% PB. 33.25 entering flag 9.
Oh yeah. On pace for another any percent PB from another player in our open stage here. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things about the open stage here is that because it encourages people to play more any percent than they typically do, you do end up seeing a lot more any percent PBs coming out all of a sudden.
I don't know how many we've gotten today, but it's probably like 30, 40-ish. It
I'm
seems
sure
like a huge number.
I'm sure we could crunch the numbers and give the info for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we had a
It's been a lot.
31.53 for Smoom's no draft entry.
All right. That's very much winnable.
Yeah, that's a mid 32 that's possible coming up here. Just going to be a full minute over his previous any percent PB.
Eric
Taking
also
a little
entering
time to
flag
grab the
2.
walls. Smoom going for those last bits of movement heading up to the end of the flag 1 portion here. Stopping, taking it a little bit careful. Climbing to the end with a 32.38.
Congrats.
Almost a full minute, any percent improvement on his real PB there. Congratulations, Smoom.
See Eric on his way to also get 90% PB, or not 90% PB, to get a session PB, a session best. Moves him up on a leaderboard.
Nice.
So at 13 seconds of session PB for Eric
So,
there.
Yeah, that would move Eric back up ahead of ZBale, who like just PB'd.
Oh, Malik accidentally using a dash a little too early there, but recovering it nicely with some climb jumps on the walls there up and down draft here. A little bit harder to recover from missing wall bounces and downdraft, what with all the wind fighting you for every little jump. But still made it work. And Sir Newt finishing up flag 1 here pretty soon.
Might be
Looking
a sub
for
30.
a sub 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Not
PB
gonna
in
improve.
450, but yeah, no improvements. But still nice to finish runs and get back a bit of confidence for tomorrow, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
See some new runners back on here. Sneaky Pizza, Center Us, Murky, Falco, Silpalm left.
All right. So then the rest might be on
This is
improvement pace
28.
and 23K.
No. Yeah.
That's
This is
29. That's 20 and 3 Xable, right? Yeah. Or
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
Xable. Something like that.
I'd say mid high 4x, depending on how
Alright.
clean 3K is. But it still would be a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Marky in the lower right here on our German right half, looking to finish out with around a 32x, so not going to quite improve upon session PB, unfortunately, but still solid run.
Yeah.
My focus, though, definitely on my old pal Zeneras, as he's going for another sub 30 potential here with this run. I
Sneaky
believe his
pizza.
PB is just a little bit of a sub 30, if I recall correctly. Let me check. Oh, no, never mind. He has a
Oh, it's like-
29.18.
Yep.
My mistake. I missed that huge chunk of improvement over the past few months there.
Sneaky pizza on pace for like 90% PB pace, as well as session PB
Nice.
pace.
That would be a huge session PB pace.
And let me check Malik as well. Malik is probably. Oh, okay. I should have spoken.
Yeah, probably still is a small session PB pace though.
Definitely has a little bit of breathing room to make that happen here.
Oh, unfortunate death from Sneaky Pizza. No. Right,
Nice.
Malik Bell finishes and Marky finishes.
3-second improvement from Malik. And Sneaky Pizza on flag 1. Going to be. I really need to stop talking.
You have had an excellent run of commentary cursing here, I must say, Creep. Very talented of you.
There's
Oh,
just
that
no
is a solid
way.
session PB, though, coming in here from Sneaky Pizza.
So it's up to 42.
Yeah, that's still a 90% PB, a 1 minute 10 PB.
Let's go.
Congratulations, Sneaky Pizza. And I got Zeneros on the upper right here, looking to finish out on sub 30 pace. So
is that still the case?
it still is a little bit here, maybe. Okay, 2 flag 4 deaths might be cutting that a little closer.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about the sub 30 anymore, but we are looking pretty solid on the potential for improving the session PB, because he does have 17 seconds over the 30-minute mark there to get to. And since we have passed the half-hour mark after our timer has ended for when players can reset, that with the end of Zeneros' run here, we will be wrapping up for the broadcast for the day soon.
Yeah.
So let's see how we finish things out here, Zeneros.
No pressure. All eyes on you. All right, that's gonna be your OX.
Nice.
Congratulations.
GG's. Nice improvement. That'll be some good motivation heading into tomorrow.
Yeah, an unfortunate final few flags there looking at the
Yes.
splits, but still, getting a session improvement is always good.
Like
So
4 looking at
congratulations.
you.
Well done to all the players today. Definitely going to be excited on how all these change tomorrow, because again, we have another whole 2.5 hours tomorrow where all these vendors will be able to take their time. They can go more aggressive with resets. They are not bound by the restriction of doing their resets. They have all of tomorrow to find improvements and fight their way for better time.
Yeah, just taking a look at the spots that will be currently securing bracket positions. You got a 30.05 as the current cutoff for the top 48 players. I don't believe all of them, for the record, I don't believe all of them are going to be playing in bracket. But still, the competition is close to that 30-minute mark, regardless.
It's definitely going to
great
be
work,
past
everyone.
that tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I think we will be seeing sub 30 top 48.
That's crazy. Congrats everyone who played. We've seen a huge amount of PBs and people coming close. So, yeah, only good stuff for tomorrow. I can't wait. So yeah, tomorrow's session is coming 3 hours earlier than today. So make sure you are ready for that.
Yeah, today we did start at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow we will be at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Right.
Again, that 3 hours earlier in the day. Oh, a little bit of a tech issue
Uh-oh.
here. Pardon our
Lucky.
leaderboard. And we're
Oh,
back
here we
on
go.
track to the
We are
beginning
back.
there. But yeah, so
Let's
top
go.
16 there. We had 2734 there from
Oh wow.
secure
that's so
accounts
fast.
2514 all the way to Tom's 2734.
That is
And top 3 with 25s. My goodness.
jeez. That's
Really
crazy.
ridiculous times that everyone accomplished today. Again, huge congratulations to everyone who participated, everyone who has made it possible to make this event come together. But yeah, we will be looking to see you all again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time for the next run of the event.
All right.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, LM Jax. Shout outs to all the refs who were watching over 100 players. We did need a huge amount of volunteers to make this happen. So thank you everyone helping out for that. Everyone who made this event possible for day 1. And again, last little bit here for you. Catch you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time for the second day of the open stage for another 2 hours that people get runs going in here. But we'll be passing it over to Parrot Dash. So this is the end of it for Celeste Community. Catch you next time.